be healing. You can't move on. You can't even begin to start to try to even learn how to trust after infidelity if you haven't healed.
Okay,
I'm
let
not
me ask
doing
you
it.
this. All right, all right, because you said something about growth. Now, if you said that cheating on you is a non-negotiable, so you break up with this person, and let's say 3, 4, 5 years unpassed, and y'all ends up bumping heads again. Would you reconnect with the person that cheated on you?
No, no.
Nothing. You just done.
We had our time. We had our time. We had our space. Let me move on. No, I'm
I
fine.
know. I'm just saying this is like later on down the line, like a couple of years later down the line. You know,
Let me help. Let me help
she
you out.
grew.
Let me help you out. Let me help you out. Even if it was 10 years down the line. 10 years. Matter of fact, tack on another 5. Tack on another 5, Deacon. Tack on another 5. Even if it was 15. Ain't gonna happen. Ain't gonna happen.
Utterly done.
Not gonna happen.
That's a hard.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Candid Conversations. I am your host, the one and only Kyra. How y'all doing? I know y'all missed us. Yeah, y'all missed us. I know y'all did. But thank y'all for joining us tonight. We're gonna make this a very fast podcast. So let's get our co-host up here. First up, Sean.
Is it? That's my intro.
Yeah.
Sean.
Sure. That right, know you.
I was rocking to the intro beat. I was rocking. It's a nice little track. I like that.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I work very hard.
Gonna be an interesting topic that I have no input into.
You got an opinion?
I do got an opinion, but you know,
I don't.
Some love to take my words and stuff and flip them, bounce, shoot back at me. Not on this one. Sorry.
Well, it all depends on what you say.
Yeah, you're right. I may just get Deacon out here.
And as we all know, Mr. Derek the Deacon. What's that for? You sitting there with that smirk on your face. You don't know how to say hello? Derek. Say Derek too much.
Good people. Good evening. How's everyone doing?
That's why you can't mess with black folk.
Tripping. Anything good?
That's it. That's all you got for the people. This hello, good people.
What's wrong with that?
That's it. That's all you got. You ain't got no jokes, no nothing. Just that's it.
Okay. Did y'all see the size of my yawn when I was in that intro? I was tired.
I see nothing.
It was like a lion. It was like,
ugh. That's how lion roar sounds. That's the lion of the village.
Well, hi everybody. I don't know. Like I said, I hope y'all all missed us. I know we fell off a little bit. We've been taking a lot of time off. But podcasting is tiring. You need a break sometimes. You know, just like we
That
all
was
need
all you.
we need mental health. Listen,
It was your fault.
I need a mental health day. Okay,
That ain't gonna help.
I'm allowed to have a mental health day. It's not gonna help.
I ain't say that.
Whatever. I be tired. So if we got to cancel a show or two until I get my bearings together, then so be it.
How you lose your bearings?
Messing around with y'all. What's up, Ray?
It's always the men's fault, Ray.
Ray, we was just talking about you.
That was a mistake. I'm sorry.
Because we got to clear something up. Me, you, and Derek.
Y'all bring that up.
I'm just saying. So, any old ways. Today's topic is.
Oh. Don't we gotta do our disclaimer first?
Really? Is y'all really trying to make this a thing?
It says we don't want no problems, so we just want to put it out there before we get to topics and before we get into the show. We just want to make it clear that we gay, our mama black, we hate ourselves. Am I missing anything?
You angry?
Huh?
You angry?
Angry. All that.
Somebody hurt us.
Who hurt? Yeah, that's the main one. Who hurt us? All of that, and now we must go into
meet us on the podcast with your comments. Stop calling Kara. She ain't gonna do shit.
If you don't leave, you better change that lyric.
Let's get candid.
This is a rebuttal. We ain't starting nothing. This is a rebuttal. We don't want no problems.
I don't want no problems either. I just don't like that part.
Why don't you like that part?
Because I ain't no punk.
Nobody said you was a punk. But you can't control what we say.
I can mute you.
That ain't controlling. I can unmute it. What do you mean?
That is true. That is true. All right. Now that they have said their disclaimer, today's topic will be, why do men and women have work wives and work husbands? Now, me personally, I don't know anything about that. I don't do that type of stuff. I don't have that type of stuff. That ain't what we about to do. So
you got one in the other picture frame right there.
I don't have no work husband.
Right there.
No, it's a difference from friends and work husband or wives.
Yes. 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 Right. It's a real thing. It's an actual factual thing. People have real life work husbands and work wives. And from my understanding of a work husband, it's just somebody who, like, that's your person at work. Sometimes they bring you coffee, little things. Y'all have lunch together. Y'all hang out at work. That was my understanding of work wives and husbands. That's your new bestie at work.
Any intentions?
There shouldn't be. It's just a platonic relationship.
I got an excuse. I'm a fireman by trade. This is just a bunch of us running out the door, putting fires out. So ain't no work husbands going on. So,
you sure it ain't no work husbands going on? I'm just saying.
Not on my shit. It is women in the fire service, but not in my house. So this is a little, different for me. So I want to hear what this all about, because already it sounds like cheating.
It sounds like what?
Sound like cheating.
It is. Upon my research and getting clarification of what it is, because I was under the impression, I didn't believe that was a real thing. I have a PTO wife, but we just named it that just because that's what it was. But it wasn't. There was no wifely characteristics that was happening. So it didn't even matter. It could just be that's my PTO friend or that's my PTO buddy or something like that. But upon doing research and looking into the real thing, PTO husbands and wives are real, and they have other. It's like you have the openness of a relationship with certain boundaries that are put in place to not be disrespectful to your person.
It's a platonic relationship.
So does the person know?
Most persons do know that about most persons do know that about the work wife or work husband,
and it's fine.
But some
are, some not. Some don't play that.
Yeah, some people don't appreciate that you got to work wife or husband, but it's still a platonic relationship. It's not like, oh, we hooking up to go,
But that's once you get deeper into the conversation, it's because it's not a friendship, it's an attraction.
That's what I'm about to say. So why are you calling it a work wife or work husband if it's the same as everything else?
Right, because it's not a friendship; it's an attraction. If I'm at work, if we are at work together, and I find you attractive, you find me attractive, and we just click, but we have significant others, then that's what happens. There's an attraction there. Whereas a difference from you having a work friend or a work buddy, where you're completely platonic.
Because I'm going to say that we confide in this person more intimately than of the other coworkers.
Right.
I said it's like they become your bestie, but it's not like, oh, they a secret and you don't know about them or whatever. Like they become your bestie at work. Sometimes it go further, because sometimes the work husband or wife meets the spouse.
I was trying to find this video, because we always have a video.
They meet them.
And I couldn't find it. I saw it, and it was hilarious. It was a husband. It was a husband who was getting out of the car with his wife, and he said, "Oh, I'm so excited for you to finally meet my work wife." So they get out the car, and the work wife comes up, and he kisses her smack dead on the lips. So the wife freaks out. She's like, "What are you doing?" And he was like, "I'm kissing my work wife. What are you talking about?" So then the work wife goes there, "Honey, we also we finally closed on the house." And he was like, "Great." He's like, "I can't wait to get the furniture for it." So the wife is like, "Are you kidding me right now?" He was like, "What?" He's like, "We don't need a place to live." So then when he says that, she's like freaking out. And he was like, I don't know what's your problem. I kept you in the loop this whole time. And as he said that, a kid runs out and says, "Work, daddy." And he hugs the son.
Type of video you was watching?
It was making fun of the whole work husband, her work wife thing, and how crazy it could be. But the reality of it is, it's a real thing. It's a attraction you have with somebody, but you're trying to put boundaries in place. But most times, it could honestly be like you trying to get it. Like your work husband is waiting for opportunity. If you say, "I work husband, come and meet me in the room," more than likely he's gonna meet you in the room. He's not gonna be like, "Oh, nah, I can't go that far," because it's the attraction. That's a difference from a friend. You can call a friend and say, "Hey, meet me in the room," and he gonna be like, "Yo, stop playing with me." It's a difference.
So not just a physical attraction. It's somebody you confide in, somebody
Right.
that if you're going through something at home, that work husband or work wife probably knows everything that's going on in your house. Yeah, I don't think this is a good look.
Yeah, even I was talking to one of my friends who said that she actually if she saw something in a store that she thought looked nice on her work husband, she would purchase it and was like, I saw this and thought of you. So it's more than just a physical thing. It's a whole messy ball of shenanigans.
You don't
I
buy
would like
gifts for your friends?
I would like to know how many times or how much, or because I'm pretty sure it's not a percentage or anything out there of how many work wives or work husbands, if the if the initial relationship ended, how many of the work wives or work husbands eventually became a partner, an actual partner in relationship.
Derek, you could look that up because I couldn't tell you that answer.
I think I'm curious to that.
But I honestly, I mean, because usually when you have like a work wife or work husband, you have somebody like you know what I'm saying. You have like a significant other. So even if you was to break up with your person, your work husband or your work wife still got their person.
Say if they don't, is that like a thing where that person has to have a,
No,
significant other,
no.
or not? So it could just be somebody that's single who you
It could
click
be.
with, got chemistry with, and now you're sharing some of the most intimate situations, or whatever is going on in your household with this person.
But I think that for me, and I could be wrong, so don't like quote me on it or whatever. But for me, if you're gonna have a because if it's somebody that's single and you want to call that person your work husband or wife or whatever, and then yeah, I think it's something behind that. There's some, that it's an attraction and stuff like that, whatever. But I think when you have somebody else and you just have like this, you form this friendship with somebody and you label it as your work wife or your work husband or whatever. I think it's just a little different because you can have a totally platonic relationship with that other person,
Relationships cheat too.
huh?
I said that's tough because people in relationships cheat too.
I understand that people. I know anybody could cheat.
Husband, you still make
Anybody,
opportunities.
anybody can cheat.
Well,
But
it says of surveyed 1500 1,500 adults were asked about relationships in the workspace and their opinion on work spouses. 21% said it was fine to have a work spouse. 45 called it inappropriate. Um, 57% of them were millennials. Identify between the ages of 25 to 34, which gave the thumb down's idea of having a work spouse. With 18% said that it was okay, and 17 said it depends on circumstances. It depends on the circumstances.
But nothing of if that person ever moved on to become an actual significant other or partner.
Yeah, no, not yet. I'm trying to finish reading it.
Oh, Mr. Mac. Mr. Mac has entered the building, y'all.
I need a sound effect when he comes in.
Huh?
I said I need a sound effect when he comes in, like return up.
Mr. Mac said, if your wife has a work husband, she is a whore. So what is a man with a work wife? That's what I want to know. I want to know, what is a man with a work?
Yo,
if a man got a work wife, what is he?
He never fails me.
And then
he never fails.
Thomas, I just want to say this. I hope you know that when this podcast is over, I'm gonna hit you up because I got a beef with you.
Who that?
To Thomas Mac.
What you done did?
I don't know if he even know that he did it, but I know that he did it now that I know who Thomas Mac is. So,
that just got real.
Because I didn't realize who Thomas Mac was until a couple of days ago. I bet you that 21% was women saying it's fine.
If that wig come off, run, bro.
He said, if a man has a housewife, he's a whore maker. You know what? I am so done. I know you clueless because you don't know what I'm talking about yet, but I'm gonna hit you up and I'm gonna let you know what I'm talking about, Mr. Mac.
I think shaping this thing.
Audacity.
I think shaping this thing up so far, this work wife and work husband thing, it's inappropriate.
I kind of think it comes down to the circumstances, though, right? Like, because I think there are ways. Like I said, I have what I call my PTO wife. It's completely respectful. Like, it's none of that extra stuff. I didn't look at her like, yes, she's attractive, but I didn't look at her because we were attracted to each other. It's just that day, because she's attractive, I was kind of the buffer between all the other people when we were in the community trying to holler at her. So that's where the name came from. It was like, oh, this is a whole relationship. So, and I think it was all because somebody asked, like, oh, is that your man? Like, yes, I am.
So you're going off of the word, not the experience.
Right. That's what I'm saying. So I think it depends on the circumstance.
Yeah, I'm talking about the experience. Just giving somebody a word or a title and it doesn't come with anything behind it, that's something different. But if we're talking about the actual meaning of work husband and work wife, it's called to give more intimate information, talk about your household. You know, with this wife, would that husband be okay with what you talk about? Because that's ultimately what this is all about. Is if your significant other is okay with those actions, because you just having a friend and talking about the game, and, you just talking about regular things. Yeah, my daughter had a dance recital and such and such, but now you get into talking about, yeah, me and my lady, we ain't been sleeping together, or we ain't been this, that, and the third. That ain't none of their business.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't none of their business. So if that's where we're going with it, I think it's inappropriate. It's always when it goes bad.
Right.
When, I mean, but if you know that your significant other, your husband or your wife, would not be okay with it, then you already know. Because I'm pretty sure you ain't gonna go back to your wife and say, hey, yeah, I was talking to Candy, and Candy was saying, yeah, she agreed with me that since you ain't sleeping with me 3 times a week, that you slacking.
Right.
Probably gonna be like, what the hell is you talking to her about?
Right. That's an automatic argument. That's an automatic argument, straight up. On either side. If a wife comes home and said, well, I was talking to Sean and Sean said that you were wrong, that's an immediate argument because nobody wants anybody chiming into their relationship. And you shouldn't be comfortable enough to be talking to anybody about what's going on inside our house. So that's going to be an argument no matter what. That's going to be considered a certain level of disrespect no matter what.
Yes.
From the rip.
You got reasonable conversations and you got unreasonable. You got, like I said, my baby girl had a recital. The birthday party went well. We got a new car. We're redoing the basement. Whatever. I mean, when you go into more intimate things, it's those boundaries that we talked about that somebody may be overstepping. And sometimes, we're free with information when we're in pain. I mean, especially when somebody is agreeable and they're comforting ear. I mean, but just ask yourself, realistically and truthfully, would you be okay with your person or significant other doing exactly what you're doing? Would you be okay with that? 9 times out of 10, no, you won't be.
Right.
You don't bring nobody into your bedroom. You don't bring your bedroom to nobody else. Right.
Because ultimately, a work husband or work wife goes into the term. You end up, after a certain amount of time, you end up being involved in an emotional relationship.
Yes, that's what it sounds like.
And we
Thomas says, plus mathematically, the guy the woman works with is around her longer than the boyfriend or husband. It go both ways, but I guess
so. It could be. It's not necessarily, but it could be. Depending on when you work, how you work.
Right. But it is a longer span of the day.
He said, plus the guy is just waiting for the woman's moment of weakness so he can clap her cheek.
Sometimes the woman is too. Sometimes the woman is too.
Lord have mercy. That's what Thomas just said.
What?
It's up there. He says the guy is just waiting for the woman's moment of weakness so he can clap her cheek. But it go both ways. Like,
oh God.
Yeah, he said 8-hour work shift, 40 hours a week. Yeah, okay, because you at work. Of course you're gonna see that person a little bit more if you spend a lot more time at work.
If you're interacting in the office 100% of the time. Some people don't work in the same space. Some people don't, you see each other in passing. You see each other, when you're at the water cooler. I don't know. I don't work where everybody else work. I just know that once you go into intimate details of your relationship, you're overstepping your boundaries.
I can say that I had at one time at one of my jobs that I did used to call a guy that I work with my work husband, but it wasn't like nothing crazy. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't that crazy. Huh?
What does that mean? Like, what do you mean?
Like, he would bring me coffee. Like, he would bring me coffee and stuff to work in the morning. We'll have our little conversations, nothing like mad personal or nothing like that. But we would have conversations and stuff like that in the morning.
Hold up. We're going to unpack this the right way. We ain't going to slide by this stuff. Because hold up. Let me just say this and you can have it back. You said it wasn't mad personal. Mad personal to you and mad personal to me may be two totally different mad personals. What are you talking about? Because I may not like it.
Lord. First of all, you know me. I don't get personal with people because my business is my business. So no, was I going to work telling my bedroom secrets to him? Absolutely not. Did he know I had a man? Absolutely yes. So yeah, and I knew he had a girlfriend.
So what was?
So like I said, when we talked, it wasn't nothing like mad personal. Like I was talking about my kids. He would talk about his kids, but nothing about like our relationships. Just like normal stuff that you would just like, have normal conversations.
I just needed to ask because sometimes normalcy to one person is a normalcy to another person. What you may think is okay, somebody else may not think is okay. That's why I really feel you need to.
He did, Mr. Mac.
You need to dial in with your significant other to see what those boundaries is. What is okay? What's not okay? It's not about being rebellious and I'm gonna do what I want to do. I'm gonna say what I want to say because that's when you create issues in your home, especially bringing thoughts in.
After he knew, but after a while, he didn't like that shit. So he was like, "Yo, that work husband stuff."
Now how do you?
He was like, "I'm sorry, bring you coffee. We bring you coffee for it." So,
what's your course of action from then? What happens then? I don't like it. Knock it off. What's your course of action after that?
Then that's it. There is no more work husband. Am I going to be rude to him? Like I never had like I don't know him. No, I'm not going to do that. But no, it's not going to be the work husband thing. Like stop bringing me coffee in the morning. Because my man don't like it, so don't bring me coffee in the morning. Stuff like that. Like,
was it just coffee to you or coffee to everybody?
Just me.
It was just her.
Just me.
He probably was bringing her lunch too, bringing her salads. He probably knew what her favorite food was and drop it off to her.
We would sometimes have lunch together.
Mm-hmm. See?
No,
that was a relationship.
It was not a relationship. It was my.
Okay, so when you saw him in the morning, did you give him a hug? Or when y'all left each other, did y'all hug each other goodbye?
No. No.
Yeah.
In the morning, yes, I gave.
I knew it was some kind of embrace.
Gave him a hug in the morning, but like throughout the day.
No, that's what I said.
The little side kiss, the little fake kiss,
face to face, cheek to cheek kiss.
But that's what I do with everybody. If I'm cool with you or whatever, and I'm greeting you, I'll give you a hug, whatever. But it's not just for that one particular person. That's just what I do.
Mm-mm.
That's a lie.
No,
I don't see you walking around hugging. I don't see you walking around hugging everybody.
I do.
You do not. You come to my house to get food, and you still don't.
We just went to a meeting. When I went to that meeting, when we have our meetings outside of this, when we have our meetings, and I greet Raven and Meek and Serena and them, I don't get them no hugs. And be like, "Hey, what's up?" I do it to Serena. No, I did it to GE too. Yes, I did. I did it to everybody that was in that room except you. Even you.
Well, Derek is a work husband.
I'm not a work husband. I'm the bestie. It's a big difference.
Huh?
Well, Harris is no different.
You ain't no difference. And he ain't my.
See,
Derek is not my work husband.
Oh, no, y'all got me.
Derek is my friend. Derek is not my work husband.
We don't work together.
We don't.
Podcast. Your podcast husband.
What is that?
It sounds like we freestyling this anyway. I don't like it.
Derek is not my work husband. Me and Derek fuss and fight like we a husband and a wife. Well, we are not.
That's a year of friendship.
We work on this podcast together, but Derek is not my work husband.
I think I don't like it. I think it's inappropriate. My assumption is, your work husband, you tell your work husband or work wife more than you tell the average person out there, and you know what they say when you assume.
I think that depends on the person, because I think that depends on the person. I really do. I honestly think that just depends on the person.
Stop with the whole.
You know what?
Stop with the hood phrase.
Thomas Mann.
It depends on the person, doesn't? That's obvious.
What do you call it? Derek. I couldn't remember Derek's name. Derek, put the link up there. Thomas, hit the link. Because Thomas sat up here and told me I'm sitting up here cheating. Hit that link, Thomas.
Because y'all went on a date.
We did not. People in general like to be catered to. Absolutely.
Right. But when his focus is your catering, when his or her focus is, okay, I learned you. I learned what your likings. I learned your dislikings. And now, because you're opening up to me, now you're telling me your problems with your boyfriend or your husband or your wife or your girlfriend. And now I'm doing, okay, she don't give me attention. She don't tell me, she don't build me up. She don't cook for me. Now you showing up with lunch because I know your girlfriend ain't gonna cook for you. So, I made this macaroni and cheese and fried chicken for you. These are all ways of negatively impacting a relationship, because first of all, that you leave that person looking at their
absolutely is, and I agree with you on that.
Their significant other as looking at their significant other sideways, because this person who I'm not doing nothing for is here and appealing and showing me the attention and giving me the energy that I want. But the person I'm doing everything for ain't doing jack. So it causes that problem.
That part I get. And I think that when you overstep them type of boundaries, like when you starting to cook for somebody and do all of this and that I do get, because for me that you are overstepping your boundaries when you get to that level of your so-called work spot relationship.
Like I was talking to one of my friends who.
I'm gonna sit this out.
Sorry, you was breaking up, so I thought you were done. Like what?
Really, Sean?
I just said.
Popcorn.
I just said. You cook for them too?
No, he was saying that. And
well, they would say that
his woman ain't doing this, that, and that's like she ain't cooking for him and stuff like that. And then the woman starts showing up to work with lunch for him. She don't cook for him. Now that's taking a little bit too far.
But they won't say they ain't cook for you. They'll say, "Well, I cooked and I had leftovers, so I made you a plate."
You ain't getting a leftover. Exactly, Kia. Cooking is too intimate. It's
the reality of what happens.
Too intimate. Like if it's like I said, if it's platonic, then it's like a platonic thing. You kick it, whatever. When you start bringing food to work, damn, I wish I would have. It was a clip that I did see from them. I don't know if y'all watched the Miss Pat show, but they were talking. They had like this whole episode about this, where this woman was making Pat husband lunches and bringing it to work and her good Tupperware. So yeah, it was funny though. I'm gonna find that clip and I'm gonna play it. But
so we strategic with it.
I think that's taking it too far. Like I mean, probably could, but I'm not bringing. If I say I have a work husband, I'm not bringing your ass no food now. We not doing that. I'm not buying you no gifts unless it's like Christmas and we doing like Secret Santas and I happen to pick you or something like that. But other than that, we not. You ain't get no birthday gifts from me. You'll get a happy birthday like everybody else do, and you keep it pushing. But when you starting to get like intimate with that work spouse,
why work husband? What separates him from him being cool like everybody else and him? What's the difference? Why does he get the title and nobody else do?
How, Ray? How is that cheating if it's platonic?
Answer the question.
What you say? I'm sorry.
I said, if he gets a title, what does he get that the other people don't get? What separates the two? What separates all of the other work people as just friends, and then he gets something as powerful as the work wife or work husband or work wife? Like what's the difference? What does he get that the other people don't get? What access or what privileges?
Conversation.
Right.
You get conversation.
But you giving to everybody else.
No, you don't. Because you don't do.
No.
Do you talk to? Well, you a firefighter. You different. I was about to say you talk to everybody at your job because I know I don't.
You eating turkey already?
I mean, chicken.
I don't communicate. Like for me, I guess because well, for me anyway, I don't communicate with everybody at my job. You may get a and I keep it pushing. I don't talk to everybody at my job. Even when I give out, a Christmas gift to coworkers, I give Christmas gifts to certain coworkers. Everybody don't get a gift from me because I don't talk to y'all. I don't speak to y'all throughout the whole goddamn day. Nothing. Y'all get it's from me. So anybody that get my conversation, that's what make it different. You getting conversation. We laughing, we chilling at work.
You got friends at your job that get conversation. What is it that create this title for this specific person? Why does this person get this specific title? What is it extra that this person get that gives them the right to a title?
They turn into your bestie. They don't get it right away. It ain't like, oh, I see you that day and oh.
A bestie is a bestie. And a husband is something totally different. I'm gonna assume.
It's because they get that title because they, like I said, they turn into a bestie, but they, at work.
No, you got other besties at work.
So it's like, okay, that's my work husband, it's my work wife, whatever.
This don't sound. This sound like some bull.
Right. I agree to a certain extent.
I'm gonna eat my chicken.
I found the video. Hold on.
Ray says that's how it starts. That's the way in. As soon as you're vulnerable, they move in.
He right. But I found the video. We about to play this clip.
No, I gotta find this one. I think we have a guest too. Mr. Mac entered the doggone building. Let us know when you're ready, Mr. Mac.
Well, you gonna play the video first or what?
Yeah, play the video first.
And then we'll bring him on?
Yep.
This may give him some ammunition.
It better not.
It's my wet wife.
Oh, the wet wife.
Hang on, I'll introduce you.
Oh,
hi. Sorry, I've been to introduce you to Ellie.
Oh my God, Ellie. Hi, so nice to meet you. I've heard so much about you.
Me too. It's nice to put a face to the name.
By the way, where's my proper good morning?
Oh.
What are you doing?
What?
You just kissed her.
Yeah.
Okay. Why did you kiss her?
Because she's my wet wife.
Are you serious?
So I don't understand. What do you mean?
I'm your wife?
You okay, Ellie?
Nah, not really. You're kissing my husband.
He's my husband too. He's my work husband.
That's not a real thing.
Well, our marriage license would say different.
You got married?
Yes, I told you that.
No, you didn't. How was it even legal?
Did you not tell her about her corporate chic wedding?
Yes, I told her. I told you.
No, you didn't.
I told you that I had a work wife and that we got married. What?
I thought that was a joke.
We just came back from a honeymoon.
What are you talking about?
I remember I told you. I said we went on a honeymoon to Fiji. I told you that.
I thought that was a continuation of the joke. I thought it was a work trip.
Why would I joke about that?
Everyone knows that a work wife is just someone you get along with well at work.
Honestly, I feel like I'm being a little bit gaslit here. I have been nothing but transparent with you, and now I feel like you're making me out to be the bad guy.
Transparent is not the word I'd use, Rowan.
I even told you well in advance when we took out our work mortgage.
Oh man, regretting that though with the interest rates and everything.
Wait, no, so you own property together? Like, I mean, what else am I missing?
Hey, darling.
Son.
Son?
Yeah, it's our work son.
Oh, you just got like a little wee, don't you?
Isn't he though? Look, we'll talk about this later, okay? I feel like you're being a little bit unreasonable, but yeah. Lovely that you finally got to meet each other.
So good to meet you. So good.
What the fuck?
Hell yeah. That was hilarious.
All right, come to the stage. It's T-Mac.
Hear me? Hello, y'all can hear me?
Yeah, you what up, bro?
What's going? I would have it, but I ain't trying to set up the tripod and all that lights and stuff.
All right.
I think the work wife situation, like between men and women, is like a double standard. Because if a man has a work wife and she looked better than his actual girl, he can't have a work wife. And then in the other situation, what woman gonna turn down free breakfast every day? There's no woman gonna do that. Like,
you right.
What woman gonna turn down gifts? He bringing coffee, lunch. Kyra was cheating though. She went on a whole date several times.
Yeah.
If you go to lunch by yourself, not on the property or the job, that's a date. Like, she don't see it that way because she was the one benefiting from it.
Interesting.
Like, that's just my thoughts on that. Oh, she returned.
My bad.
I bet.
I said my bad.
Uh-oh.
What happened? What I missed?
He was talking about you being on date.
Remember when you said you was going on dates with your work husband?
I missed that.
I never said I went on a date with my work
You said y'all
husband.
used to go to lunch
I
by
never said
yourself,
that.
right? You said y'all went to lunch by yourself?
We
Exactly.
went to lunch at work in a cab.
Did you
In
ever
a
pay?
cafeteria?
Did you ever pay?
What, for my food?
Yeah.
Yeah,
No.
I paid for
Exactly.
my food.
Yeah, nah, you took too long. That's a date.
Well, no, as long as it's in the cafeteria. Now, if y'all went if you ordered out and he paid for your food when you ordered out, that was a date.
That's a date.
But that never
the
happened.
cab
We
is
ate
one
in a
thing.
cafeteria.
But did he ever order food for you?
No. I ordered
He
my
bought her
own food.
breakfast.
He bought you breakfast. You said he used to bring you breakfast.
That's a stretch.
Yes,
That's
he
a stretch.
Breakfast.
So he stopped
Yes, he
somewhere
bought me
before work.
coffee.
Nah. I think
He
his food
stopped.
came
He
with
was
that.
stopping there anyway. It wasn't like, oh, let me go out of my way to go bring Cat coffee every day. No,
That's what he did,
go
though,
there every
right?
day anyway. He
But
go
how
there
many
on
times
his
a week
own
did it
anyway.
happen? How many times a week?
Every day.
Oh, yeah. That's cheating.
Straight up and down.
No, it's not. Coffee?
If you was
Are you serious?
if you were my lady, and I knew that there was another Negro buying you coffee every day, or I would have to see
coffee in a butter roll.
Outside the job.
That's cheating. A butter roll too?
It wasn't a butter roll.
It was a muffin. Now he want to be the muffin man.
It wasn't a butter roll.
I was standing outside like, excuse me. Have y'all seen the Muffin Man? The Muffin Man.
It wasn't, and it was not a muffin.
It was the breakfast platter with the pancakes and the sausage and shit.
No, it was a bacon, egg, and cheese sandwich. Because that's what I.
He's spending money.
Yeah,
egg and cheese. y'all was dating. Y'all was about to be engaged.
I bet your man ain't like that either.
And you was giving him cheek to cheek kisses.
That almost ain't come out right.
It sure didn't. You need to rephrase that.
Cheek to cheek.
You was kissing them cheek to cheek.
Who was kissing who?
In the morning, you gave him a hug and a kiss to cheek to cheek.
Yes.
And he was giving you breakfast. That's a relationship.
That's a relationship.
No, it's not.
You were in an emotional relationship.
No,
If a man spending his money on you, he like you. Every day.
I got my coworkers.
Nah. If he buy you breakfast 5 days a week.
Hold up. Because you see what you keep doing? You keep going to the co-workers.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
When you said that, the co-workers and this man was at two totally different levels.
You said that you was gonna sit back.
So don't use it at your disposal.
I'm not using it as my disposal.
Yes, you are.
When he say he bought such and such, or you bought such and such, don't say, "Oh, I bought my other co-workers," because you guys were not the same. They are not the same. That's why I want to know what this actually is, because I've been a fireman for a while. So this has been out of
Matter of fact, did he have your number?
What?
Don't bring up. He had your number?
Yes, he had my number.
He used to text you regularly?
No.
How he know what breakfast to get you every morning?
Because I eat the same thing.
He learned her.
He learned her. Yeah, I don't like this.
Nah. This seem funny style.
My breakfast is the same breakfast every day unless I'm on a diet.
This is one of those things. This is one of those things where if you were to part with your significant other, that's gonna be your boyfriend.
Right.
No, it wasn't.
Yes, it was.
He was coming. He was coming. What were you gonna tell him? The moment you told him you weren't interested, you would have been cut off.
Like I said.
And he know everything about you. He know your likes, he know your dislikes, he know your moods, he know what to bring you, what not to bring you. He shaped you.
He shaped me.
Yeah. I agree to that.
He shaped me. Wow.
Girlfriend, yeah, for his girlfriend. That's right. He shaped you, like you said. Like the deacon said, he learned what you liked, what you wanted to eat, what you didn't like to eat, what you like to drink, what you didn't like to drink, probably where you like to go, where you don't like to go. You probably gave him more information than you gave your man.
Yep.
Hey, Paul.
I agree with that.
My man know the same things.
Right.
I bet you he know right away when he started buying that breakfast for you.
He probably bought you a butter roll. He probably bought you a butter roll and an iced tea, and you was like, "Oh, thank you." Like, I don't really like butter rolls.
No, I know what he probably did. He probably went. He pretended like he bought two coffees by mistake and was like, "Yo, you want one of these? It's light and sweet." It was something like that.
Anybody who knows me knows I love coffee. I drink coffee like almost all day long. So if you know me, you know I really like it.
We ain't gonna slide by. We ain't gonna park and slide by. Him and my man know the same thing.
Yeah, did your man know?
Him and your man are supposed to know the same.
My man knows what I like. He knows what I like to eat. You know where I like to go.
That nigga at work knew too.
You're right. That nigga at work knew that, and your work husband knew that too.
Other people, but what does that mean?
How that nigga at work knew all them details?
Right. Right. So he learned
Conversation.
her because he learned her. That's why.
Why you
comes
having
from
those type of conversations with another man?
It's general conversation.
General
Intimate-
conversation is your favorite food.
Huh?
I said intimate conversation in general.
That's not intimate.
Yes, it is.
How?
Your favorite food.
Okay,
You
how
don't
was
tell
that
random
intimate?
people that.
No, you tell your friends that. You tell people that you feel comfortable with your friends, stuff like that. And that's why I looked at him.
Nah, she bopping in her seat. The pressure is on. Look, she bopping in her seat.
I am not bobbing in my seat.
I saw it.
Hey, nitty nat nat. So yeah, so next.
Ain't no next.
Ain't no next.
I don't agree with it. I don't agree with it. The whole work wife, work husband thing. I don't think it's a good look. I think it's a.
Some men don't agree with it. It was like I told you, and when my man didn't agree with it, I let it be what it was gonna be. That's it. Like,
did you do it immediately? But did you do it immediately?
Yes.
I mean,
we had a conversation.
I mean, I don't even need to go that far. I would ask, the things that he didn't care for, was it things that you knew he wouldn't care for, but you still did it?
Wait, say that again.
The things that your man didn't care for, whatever was going on, whatever conversations, whatever was going on with this work husband situation, the things that he didn't care for, was it things that you probably knew he wouldn't care for, but you still did it anyway? What was it that he didn't like? You gonna act like we froze.
He didn't. No, I wasn't acting like my internet is acting up today, so that's why I keep going in and out and stuff like that. I don't know what's going on with my internet, but if I just want to make sure I heard you right, the things that he didn't care for, I missed the last part of that.
The things that he didn't care for, what he brought to you and said, I don't like this. Was it something that you knew he probably wouldn't like, but you continued it anyway?
Hey,
because
Tanya. No.
It has to be something for him to bring to you to say, I don't like this.
It's not that he brought it to me. It wasn't that he brought it to me. I brought it to him because I'm a very open person, so I always say what I have to say. So I told him.
The only way he can tell you have to work husband is if you was to tell him.
Yeah, I told him. And at first he didn't care because he was just like, oh, whatever. And then I'd be like, oh, my work husband bought me coffee this morning or whatever. And then after I
don't even like the title.
No.
To be honest.
And I think after a little, a week or two or something like that, after a week or two, and he was like, yo, I say, he was just like, oh, is he bringing you coffee every day? And I was like, yeah. And he was like, yo, then that's me. He was like, yo, that's not cool.
Yeah, it had to marinate. It had to marinate. That's what happened. He was like, yo, you getting coffee every day?
Right.
But
so you ain't got coffee. You ain't got coffee in the job.
I don't give you money for coffee. I don't give you enough money for coffee.
This is too much. This is too much. He knew what you liked, what you didn't like. He knew what you drank, what you didn't drink, what kind of McMuffins you liked, what kind of salads you liked, or whatever, all within 1 week time.
No, not him, not my work spouse. I'm talking about.
No, she didn't.
He didn't like that. He didn't like the coffee part. So I was just like, oh, I'm like, well, and I explained to him. I just I told him, I was like, it's nothing wrong with it. I was like, I didn't see anything wrong with it. I was like, it's not wrong with it. It's all, all innocent or whatever.
Can I ask a question?
He told me after a week though, right?
He just said, so he basically just said, he was like, okay, fine.
But this was after 1 week.
No, she said it took her man 1 week to have a rebuttal. She told him she has a work husband that buy her coffee. A week later, he said, so he buy you coffee every day? Nah, I don't like that.
Right.
That's what I said. So within 1 week, he knew all of this stuff about you. He knew your kids.
Not my work spouse.
No, she's talking about her man.
I'm talking about my man.
Your man didn't like the coffee, but he's saying your work spouse. Did your work spouse know?
No, that's not what she's saying.
You didn't like and knew
No,
your kids. About
she said
that.
She said after
That's
a few weeks.
Tell somebody in a week.
No, she said after a few weeks of dealing with the guy, she finally told her man. And 1 week later, he said, "Nah, I don't like that. He buy you coffee every day."
Right. Hold on. We about to put Tia on.
I just want clarification so we can unpack it the right way.
I'm gonna fight you, yo.
So what we're saying is, you had this work husband, but you didn't tell your boyfriend yet, because what I heard was the boyfriend didn't like it after 1 week.
After knowing about it for 1 week, it had already been going on for
months.
It was already going on. She was already building this relationship with
She
this
was
guy,
already months in.
He had to work up to work spouse status.
Yeah.
You don't just get that from the rip. You gotta work up to that. You gotta put in some work. There was a couple of sausage, egg, and cheeses that had to go into getting to that status.
So what we basically saying is he knew about the boyfriend, but the boyfriend ain't know about him.
Right.
Because she's being funny style.
Mm-hmm.
Cheating.
That's cheating. Because if she was doing something that she know her man wouldn't like, but was still doing it, that's wild disrespectful.
I stopped doing it. I wasn't cheating. I said what I said. We was cool. When I first met him, it was cool.
It was like, babe, you know what Karen said? Karen, get on my nerves.
Okay, hey y'all.
Hold on, wait, but
hi, how you doing?
About this work.
I had to come in and Kira, I saw the bad signal. I saw the bad signal, girl.
Because she was getting in trouble.
Because they trying to jet me up here. It's like, yo, what are y'all doing?
You trying to come save us? So you about to go down too? Okay, we ready.
Sisterhood power activate.
Listen, what Kira is not saying. What Kira is not. Hey,
we got another Metro PCS phone.
Cricket Wireless.
It's not. I don't know what the feedback is. It's crazy.
Do you have the podcast on like your laptop or something and you close to it?
It's easier just to download the app. If you download the app, it link right onto it as long as you put the name of the podcast in.
I missed who this was anyway. Who are we speaking to?
This your shipmate.
Your shipmate.
Kia?
Sean got nervous.
You know the kid.
What happened?
I'm listening.
Okay, I think what happened was that I had the YouTube up along with the link.
Oh, because YouTube. Yeah, I know, Lady G. We all want to know what's a shipmate. They go on cruises together.
Oh, we was in the Navy. We was in the Navy.
You know there was some work wives and husbands in the Navy. There was some work wives and husbands in the Navy. You know there was some work wives and husbands in the Navy. We're not even going to try to act like that wasn't happening.
It definitely wasn't. Trust me.
She was fixing ties and everything. She was like, "You look crazy. Let me get you. You out here looking crazy. Fix your hat."
What you said is that as women, we don't see that much.
It's like Charlie Brown with the teacher.
So, kid, let me ask you this, kid. Have you ever had a work husband?
I didn't label him my work husband.
Oh, that means yes.
Yep, that's what that means. Thank you for that. We always try to go.
How they marry?
We always try to give him around the answer. Just I didn't give him that name, but it was pretty much a work husband. Was there attraction, or was it platonic? This when people start lying and watch.
Why they got to be lying if they say it's platonic?
My backing up.
You can have a platonic relationship with somebody.
You could. That's what I said.
You know, the only way that means they got to be ugly.
They got to be what?
They got to be ugly.
There was no attraction because we don't.
That is not true. You can have a platonic relationship with anybody.
That's a fact.
No, it's not.
Women be putting ugly guys in the friend zone because they know they're never getting out of there.
Right.
Oh my gosh, that is so not true.
Gonna label you in the phone tire man. Oh, he cheap. I'm gonna label him 2 for $20 Applebee's special. Oh, I'm gonna label him Roof Chris.
Roof Chris.
That is so not true.
You gonna stop playing?
Gerald kind of goofy, so I'm gonna use his pockets up. He never getting out of friend zone.
Or leave you.
Like, what happened?
If you bring breakfast, you do. If you don't, you don't. We just appreciate the act and the consistency.
Like,
what? We appreciate the consistency.
That's what she's saying. So it wasn't like a name. Like it wasn't a name. They didn't give them the name of a work spouse because they could take it or leave it.
Or maybe
she said females don't care that much. So
or maybe what happened?
They can take it or leave it.
Maybe he was getting her Dunkin' Donuts and she wanted Starbucks.
She said if you bring breakfast, then you do. If you do, you do. If you don't, you don't.
Lies.
You just appreciate the act of next.
Lies. Because if I bring you breakfast for 2 weeks, and I don't bring you breakfast on Monday, you're gonna be like, where my breakfast at?
Yeah, you ain't entitled to breakfast, so of course as you do, you don't. It's not they're entitled because once you start them on a routine. And Kyra know it, and Kia know it too. You start them on a routine, and you show up one day without that coffee, or the one day without her bacon, egg, and cheese. She gonna be like, where my sandwich at? Oh, I ain't saying you don't get an entitlement. I'm saying you ain't entitled. That ain't your real husband. Or maybe it's just sound inappropriate.
We give you gotta get on.
He bring me coffee, he bring me coffee. If he don't, he don't. Just that simple. I could go to the cafeteria and get coffee. It's not that serious. I drink coffee.
You gotta get on. You gotta get on.
You bring it, you don't. It ain't.
She said we get perks because
I'm not,
your hopes are our issue.
She said what?
We get perks because of his hopes. Your hopes aren't our issue.
Is this woman evil? She sound like the soul snatcher.
No, she is not evil.
She looks terrible.
She sound like an evil villain.
So
his hopes, your hopes aren't our issue. That's
crazy.
That's crazy.
It's crazy.
That's crazy.
Just use them up.
And she laughed after it. She put the 3 laughing emojis.
I bet you did, Evil Lynn.
Kia is cold-blooded.
That's cold-blooded.
Why is that evil?
What?
Did you read these words?
Why? But why evil?
Hold up. So wait. So somebody is hoping to be with you. You know that they don't have a shot in hell.
They don't care.
They're doing things to try to win you over. You know that you are never going to deal with them. You will continue to benefit knowing that this man don't have a shot.
Yes.
I'm
Some
asking,
will.
the host.
Some will.
You, I'm
Yo.
talking to you.
Oh, me now.
But you
So
were doing it.
So you understand what we're saying?
Because he gonna know that from the door that you ain't got a
That-
shot of hell.
That man was
So,
spending
if you-
$7
but if-
on you every day.
But if you tell somebody that you ain't got a shot of hell and they continue to do whatever, then they just want to do it.
So you're gonna continue to benefit off of that and instead of telling them like, yo, stop bringing me stuff.
Right. No, thank you. I appreciate the gesture, but I'm really good. I can get my own coffee.
Yeah.
I can get my own breakfast.
No?
You could do that.
She says,
Good,
Tia
dude.
says, I'm just saying it's only going to go so far. We know that. I'll bring your papers from the copier. Why would he be coming for me and know I'm attached? So who's really wrong here?
See, if Lucifer said these same words, we'd be like, "This is evil." Because he's coming from a human, we're gonna overlook. We can't overlook.
It's crazy.
Stop it.
Women be creating stalkers. They be creating their own villain. You talking about you gonna keep taking the gifts, but if you don't tell that person to stop, come on, like Kyra, keep it 100. If this guy brought you let's say something, $1,000 bracelet, you gonna tell him, no, I don't want that.
No.
No, you stuttering. That means you taking it.
It's like
No.
Urkel is like Urkel and Laura from Family Matters.
Oh yeah, that was wild, crazy.
Well,
Kia,
Urkel
that's
really
the same
had
question for you,
that's
Kia. That's the same
different.
question for you. Because Kia just said he's not bringing me jewelry, it's coffee.
Look,
So what if what happens for Christmas when he brings you a present for Christmas?
The
And it's
gesture
nice,
alone, like now,
But
Deacon,
that's
now,
different because
hold up. Now, Deacon, now is the thought that counts go out the window? No, it's the gesture, it's the thought. He's going out of his way to benefit you. If you don't want him or you don't see him in that light, tell him I'm good. Like, because you know that he is attaching hope to this.
Mhm.
So don't let this man keep hoping and hoping and hoping and hoping, because every time you take this from him, it's like giving him a sense of hope. Instead, just say, you know what? No, let's bring this man along.
but no, sometimes you can tell a dude like you ain't got no, like it's not like that. You know
Nah,
what I'm saying? You
I
but he'll
know,
still continue to.
cousin, I know you load that clip up and let it fly.
You look like you talk reckless.
It stop.
Yo, I don't.
There you go.
If you want,
Look,
but
don't be
we
trying
like the benefit, we like the benefit and we like the privileges. So we're gonna continue to get these privileges and these benefits because I gotta get my own. You telling your girlfriend, yeah, he bring me coffee every morning. I ain't never gonna give him none though.
Never.
He know that from the door.
No, unless you don't tell him, he don't.
But he's hoping.
And
He hopefully will.
Okay, so all right, so
wait,
basically,
and let's refer back to what Kia said. That's his hope.
You saying,
your hopes
so basically
aren't
what you
my
saying
issue.
is if I'm telling you if I'm telling you that I got a man, it ain't gonna be, this is just a platonic thing or whatever, and I'm telling you this, but you still decide to keep bringing coffee and this and that, I'm supposed to do what?
Not
because you still trying to you still bringing me stuff on the hopes that I'm gonna fall out with my man, on the hope that I'm gonna cheat on my man. Like, what's the hope for?
The hope is that if he's next in line, if y'all don't work out.
Yeah, take the benefit away.
If. Hold
up, cousin. Right. Take the benefit away.
You go to Atlantic City every day for a big ass
list. Like I'm saying, take the benefit away. If you take the benefit away, and he's just coming around and trying to holler at you and trying to talk to you, now he becomes annoying. Yo, get out of here. Yo, stop coming at me sideways. Stop trying to talk to me. But because he's bringing you gifts, he's gifting you, and you drinking your
still
little
treat the
coffee.
person the same way as long as you know there's no
I know what it is. That's why a lot of women be like, I'm a queen. Y'all be letting these friend zone niggas pay homage. That's what that is. You taking all these homage gifts, like, yeah, I deserve this. No, you
Right.
because like he said, if he wasn't coming with gifts, you're not gonna talk to him.
That's not true.
You might call him a dusty.
A who?
A dusty, a
What the
goofy.
hell is
That's
No.
these are,
I'm not like
listen.
that. I mean, some people will.
Kids say he
but-
can't be talking sideways bringing coffee. That's why he was bringing her bacon, egg, and cheese. Was it on white bread? It was on toast, or it was on a roll?
Croissant.
Was it the?
It was on a cinnamon. It was on a cinnamon raisin bagel.
Oh no, that cost extra bread.
So he was
Yeah, that's
upcharged.
extra bread. That sounds like a $20 breakfast. Hear me? Yeah, $20 every day. He spent $400 a month on you.
That's exactly what happened.
That's wild. That's wait, 400. That's crazy.
His kid's probably home like, Daddy, I'm hungry.
Why we don't got waffles?
That's
Gotta eat.
that's an easy $7 sandwich. So he was bringing you coffee, so yeah, he was spending about almost $10 on you because you don't drink small coffee. So he was bringing you a large or extra large coffee.
That's evil.
And what regular spot got the cinnamon bagel?
He was going to bagel shops.
Go to the bagel shop.
That's evil because if it was a man that was continuously sleeping with a young woman,
yeah,
with the hopes that he's going to want to be with her, y'all will be like, he's definitely wrong. He's wrong.
Yeah.
You be sleeping with her, you know you ain't gonna be with her.
Mm-hmm.
And what if a man
you are emotionally sleeping with him every day? You take his food, take his gift. You're emotionally sleeping with him. You are mind banging him.
You are mind banging him.
And what if a man is getting food brought to him by a female coworker?
Where do y'all get this from?
What?
What you say, Thomas?
If a man is,
look at Kia getting a
I
chai
told you.
tea.
That's why he didn't get husband status. He was giving her Dunkin' and she wants Starbucks.
Right,
It's a Starbucks order.
Kia junk right here. That's a $10. That's a $10 cup by itself. She didn't even get a sandwich yet.
She probably still get a sandwich too.
With 2 pumps of hazelnut and almond milk. Oh
nah,
yeah, that's $10.
Yeah, no, that's
$10.
why
That's
he didn't get that status. That's why Dunkin' Donuts, but she wanted Starbucks.
If I'm buying you Starbucks, I'm rubbing your butt at work and everything.
Yeah,
I'm buying you Starbucks. I'm rubbing your butt.
Yeah,
that's terrible because it ain't even no Starbucks in Patterson.
I gotta really work to
That's
get
what I'm
Starbucks.
talking about. I don't had to leave, and now I had to leave. I had to go all the way up to Ham.
But it's Starbucks by where you work.
Turnpike.
It's one in. They just put that there though.
It's one where
In Totowa. It's by the Home Depot. Yeah, it is still far. That's what I'm saying. If I got to do all of that, I'm cuffing your cheek at work.
Right. I'm rubbing every chance I get at the water fountain and you better not tell.
this motherfucker said right.
That's sexual harassment.
No, you sexually harassing me by me buying you.
Don't condone cuffing cheeks as a disclaimer.
Don't cuff
y'all
cheeks.
is so damn angry.
Don't cuff cheeks
Y'all
without permission.
But
if you buying Starbucks, she probably gave you the permission.
Yep.
But don't do it without consent.
The moment it was consent, the moment she sent me the text message talking about a venti chai tea latte with 2 pumps of hazelnut and almond milk.
For real.
Oh, hold up. Yeah, can you do me a favor? I see Eminem right there. Put the link out here. Bring him on. That's my man Walt.
No, that's Purdy.
No,
Eminem is not Purdy.
Oh,
that's my man Walt.
Oh,
It's about to be a Navy reunion.
Like, come on, Starbucks, man. Come on.
the link
Dunkin'.
is in the comments.
Walt, click on the link. Click on the link. Come on.
Did you pin it?
No, you put it in the chat.
I put it in the wrong chat. Sorry.
Allie says sometimes you feel like a nut and sometimes you don't. Allie, you ain't making this no better for the women.
Yeah, see? Look, see?
Yeah, tell her, get out of here. Tell her don't.
Please don't throw that in there.
Oh, you about to get a venti? You about to get a nut, all right?
Tell her, don't make me look at her in a different way.
Oh gosh.
He said you want a venti?
I saw that video too. It's a grande or
Irene says this just start things that we don't need.
Right. You like me rubbing on your butt.
What butt is you? Why is you rubbing on?
I'm not rubbing. If you would have said, if she would have said, "Yo, could you give me a tall chai tea?" I'm like, bet, no problem.
And bring a Danish.
With the venti, we go together.
What?
This is a relationship.
For a venti cup of coffee,
a venti, you know how much a venti? You know how much a venti costs at Starbucks?
With inflation?
Yes, I drink Starbucks at times.
Nah, with inflation.
$10 off the rip, and you didn't even added the luxuries yet. She got 2 pumps of hazelnut. That's $5 a pump.
You ain't even get a Danish.
Y'all wildin'.
You ain't even get the sandwich yet. You ain't even get the bacon, egg, and cheese yet. I'm already at $15, and you ain't even eat nothing.
$15 for a coffee?
With
with almond milk? She want almond milk and 2 pumps of hazelnut? Oh nah, we go together. I'm so glad we decided to start this relationship.
Really? Over some coffee? Seriously? It's coffee.
Listen, the quality of the coffee depends on what type of access I get.
Right. Thank you. Dunkin' Donuts is a high five. Hey, friend. Starbucks. I'm calling you at night.
Even if you want something from Manhattan Bagel.
Starbucks, I'm calling you at night.
Yeah.
Dunkin' Donuts.
No, you're not. You're not calling me. No, you're not.
I see you at work. You leave to go. All right, good to see you. Have a good day. See you tomorrow.
It is not that serious.
That's what we doing. But as soon as we go to Starbucks, oh nah. I'm calling you at night. What up, big head? What you doing?
Exactly, Natalie. Everybody already know Deacon can't bring y'all no coffee because Deacon
choose where you want your coffee wisely. How about that?
And he was buying you coffee 5 days a week.
Y'all is wilding.
He got the right to be like, yo, what you wearing right now?
Right.
5 days a week?
Starbucks 5 days a week? Are you serious?
Oh, crazy.
Nah.
I need to know what your garments look like. I need to know what your garments look like.
You better bring me a plate. I'm seeing you on Sundays. I'm checking in on you on Saturdays. Hey, big head, what you getting into this weekend?
Yo, that is wilding.
I'm calling you when it's time to go to family functions. I'm picking you up. Listen, it's Thanksgiving at my mom's house.
Yo,
what time you want
y'all taking it somewhere else.
What you mean?
Starbucks out of here with that crap. No, absolutely not.
Deacon, not everybody likes Starbucks, and you just want to rub somebody's butt.
Starbucks, I don't want to. I'm going to.
For real.
Allie, Tashi said hi.
Hey, Taj.
Listen, y'all is wild. It's still platonic no matter what. It don't matter what brand of coffee you bring somebody. It's still a platonic.
No, it's not.
If it's platonic, I'm bringing you a K-cup.
Exactly. Actually, I'm going to bring you the 50-cent coffee from the local bodega. You're not getting Starbucks.
Shit, if it has a lot of sugar, I'll take it.
You want to get a K-cup. I'm going to get a case of K-cups, leave it in my desk, and I'm going to give you one K-cup a day. Here you go, girl. Go on in, knock yourself out, go crazy with it. But if I'm driving all the way to Starbucks, I'm going all the way to Total Up Hamburg Turnpike to get you Starbucks.
I think y'all taking work spouse just way too far.
Too serious. Like it's not even like that. You don't even know if the man doesn't even like the female. You know, but in the case,
there is an attraction. There's an attraction.
If he's not part of the other community,
it's a
he like women.
It's not.
What do you mean he likes women?
It's not platonic because
it's platonic. I get a piece of cake every other day from a baker, which he makes awesome cakes. Mm-hmm. But guess what? I'm not his cup of tea. No, absolutely not.
You trying to get
because he probably gonna want to rub your butt.
How you know he's not bisexual?
where he at? I like cake. So
he's not. Trust me, he is not. And let me tell you something. He's more of a female than actually I'm more to do with it. No, he's straight up.
But that don't mean nothing because Prince dressed like a woman and still dated women.
True story.
That's his problem, but this one is straight up. Listen, y'all know. Hold on. I gotta defend my work husbands in this way.
No such thing.
No such thing.
So if I bring you an Oreo, you gonna tell me
every day?
Every day?
Why not? If you like it every day, I'll bring it to you every day.
You bring it to me every day, and on Friday, I'm gonna be like, "What up, big head? What you doing for this weekend?"
And I'm gonna be like,
"No, because this is."
And the moment you do that, then you cut off.
The reason I say it's a platonic relationship is because you're not doing the same things that you're doing with your real spouse at home. You're not doing those things with your work spouse. With your work spouse, okay, fine. If you bring me breakfast in the morning, or even if I bring you breakfast in the morning, whatever the situation may be, okay, that's cool. We kick it at work, we laugh, we have fun, we eat lunch. Okay, fine.
So what happens when it's a female?
Any woman that's ever brought me food at work, any woman that's ever brought me food at work, guess what? I saw her naked.
Oh, Jesus.
I'm definitely seeing you as a different person. There's something wrong with you. That's why you got all them kids, bro. Listen, if a female look on a daily,
that wasn't me.
You bring me coffee. Is that makes us,
any woman that's ever brought me food at any job I've ever had, I saw her naked.
He said,
this like with cheeks too. Like,
did she rub your butt?
So
I poured baby oil on her.
Up here, y'all telling me that I have never had a platonic relationship with a woman.
I just think you like saying platonic. We already answered all these questions.
No. She has a legitimate argument. Answer the question.
Relationship with a woman?
Yes, I have a platonic relationship with you.
Okay, so the person. Okay,
well, you didn't see her naked, so stop it.
Right, that's what I said. I have a platonic relationship with her.
Okay, do you buy me gifts?
I have.
Coffee every day and talk about what's going on in your house.
Derek, do I talk to you every day?
I said I'll buy you coffee every day and see you 8 hours of the day and talk about what's going on in your house. It's different.
Don't work. What's going on in my house sometimes. So it's no difference. Let me talk about
8 hours a day.
It's no difference.
5 days of the week.
We have a conversation over coffee.
That's a coffee date. That's what they call those.
Yeah, the coffee.
But you don't necessarily have to mean like you're messing around because you're having coffee. Like,
we're not messing around yet. You're not messing around yet.
If it's a
no, because if you're clear and to the point, you put the deck on the cards on the table, the deck of cards on the table, and you let her know how it's gonna be from day one. I mean, it's up to you. You're gonna either take it or you're gonna go.
If a woman is telling you, if a woman tells you that I have a man and this is my man, I have a man. Wait. You're not gonna be my man. But we still continue to have our conversations. We still continue to have coffee or we eat lunch together or whatever.
I can tell you if it's platonic.
Sean, what if I would take you to dinner, right? Just because we're gonna talk about Dallas Cowboys, right?
Well, that's enticing.
That's a date.
Especially if it's a Dallas fan.
I can answer.
I'm sorry, what you say about Dallas?
If I'm in a situation, ain't no dinner.
Exactly.
Okay, you're in a situation.
Then that's why ain't no dinner.
I'm not going to dinner if I have a
So you
situation.
mean to tell me I'm walking in, right? And I see you at the sports bar and I see, yo, I'm gonna, what's up? I'm sitting down next to you. We watching the game. We kick it in the sense that we're watching the game. You having your food, whatever the case may be. That's not being platonic?
No, it's already there.
That's just seeing me at the bar.
Yeah.
But I'm still sitting with you and watching the game, and we talking back and forth and blah blah blah. Same thing, isn't it?
Cordial, just being cordial.
Yeah.
Having a conversation with somebody on.
Okay, cordial, platonic, however you guys want to call it.
That's a tough one, Allie.
Same thing.
Listen.
No, it's not.
It's the same thing.
No, it's not. Kyra, how
I'm
many
meeting you in
weeks
the
was this?
cafeteria. We had to, we kicking it.
No.
We kicking
How
it
many?
on our lunch break.
How many weeks was that guy buying you breakfast before you told your man?
You can be cordial with somebody you don't know.
What if you don't have one?
How
Who
many
you
weeks
gonna tell?
was that? How many weeks was that guy buying you breakfast before you told your man?
Like 2 months. Cause he got to
No,
the work
no,
right. He got to the work house.
Don't try to answer for me, Derek. No.
He got to that status. He got to the status. You don't get to that status in a week or 2 weeks.
Can I answer?
I'm listening. I'll make it good.
He started bringing me breakfast, sandwiches. I don't know.
You don't know.
2.5 months.
Exactly. That's not platonic.
What did I just say?
Why you tell your man immediately?
Did he? Was he in a relationship?
For what?
Was he in a relationship?
For what?
Was he?
Yes, he had a girlfriend.
So why?
Yes, he had a girlfriend.
So why you didn't tell him not to bring you anything?
I didn't tell him to bring it in the first place.
My
I didn't tell
who I
it ain't
called
like
my
I
work
called him
husband.
on my way to work and was like, yo, can you bring me breakfast? No, I didn't tell him to bring me nothing. He just came to work one day and he had breakfast for me.
Why
Did he ask you out?
What?
Did he ever ask you out?
On a date? No.
Just a question.
No, absolutely not.
Of course not, because you don't ever push the envelope until you know for a fact that both parties are down for it. That's the whole idea of that's what I found out today. We're talking about work wives and husbands. They're trying to, they're interested, but because they're seeing each other, they have other people, they put down these boundaries to say, okay, we're not embarking on this unless. But at the end of the day, in the back of their head, if the opportunity ever arrives or presented itself, they on it. One of my friends was telling me how her work husband gave her first month's rent and security to move in.
Okay, now that's a little a little much.
Now that ain't her damn work husband.
That's like a almond joy.
If he did that, he already had a sample.
Now that right there, that ain't her work husband. That's her soon-to-be husband.
Kia done turned on her whole camera for that. Kia done turned on her whole camera for that one. She was like, oh, nah.
You guys, look, I worked with somebody, which he is married. Now I work with his wife. He was my work husband because I made sure that he had to eat because he was running around all over the school the same way like me. He would tell me to sit my ass down. Now I'm working with the wife and this vice versa. Now it's like.
So now you're work lesbian?
Yeah.
So
they're married. They're married.
So your work husband was able to tell you to sit your ass down? I don't know about that.
Well, no, wait a minute. Let me not say it like that. Like I'm just talking like out of like, huh? What'd you say?
I said we got work husbands and work lesbians.
Yep.
No, come on. These they're Jesus Christ.
It's a work threesome.
No, see, y'all be taking stuff onto a whole
okay. Now you see, no, it has nothing to do with that. It is what it is. When we're running around the school and doing that, look, we'll make sure if I'm gonna go pick up lunch, hey, do you want something? Do you want something? That's how I do it.
A work sister wife. It was a work sister wife.
Right.
Is it work what?
A work sister wife.
No, fuck them no damn sister wife shit.
Hold on, Kia, you about to talk, Kia? She don't turn the camera on, so that means she got something good to say.
I'll be right back.
fine because there's so
Still
much
sound like
music.
it still sound terrible.
What?
Yeah, you gotta turn your Wi-Fi on. Oh, she got wine too. It's getting real.
Let me try something else.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna work.
That happened to
Wait,
Cat.
so Allie, let me ask you. So when you said that you used to make sure that your work husband, the guy you work with, used to make sure he ate because he would be running around a lot.
No, we always running around. There was a hell lot of custodians. I mean, the high school.
Right.
And if somebody was going out, and obviously my lunch wasn't coming in, they'll pick it up and they'll bring it in.
So
And vice versa.
it wasn't just you two.
I'm sorry?
So it was a few of you guys. It wasn't just you two.
No, it was all of us. It was 14 of us in there.
Right. So that's a different case. That's a different case. Now, if he was only paying, if you were like, I'm about to run to get lunch, and you only went to Alejandro and said, Alejandro, you want lunch? And he was like, you see, mommy, see, and then you go and you
Okay, mommy, see. What makes you think because I'm Hispanic, I'm dealing with Hispanic people?
No,
actually,
I'm just doing.
Papi, see, papi, no, is in the sense of like, no, like if we all went out.
I'm working on my Spanish accent, so don't go there. Don't go there.
If that's the case, let me start talking Spanish to see if you can understand. Now you tell me.
No, I can't. That's the point.
Okay, all right, then I'll be quiet on that note. But
so he says,
but,
he says, bet, thank you. Go get his lunch, but you don't get nobody else's. Now that's what we're talking about.
It's just you two.
No. I mean, it wasn't just us. It wasn't one person to one person. There was a bunch of us there.
Okay, so you with us. Okay, you on outside.
Yeah.
All right, now.
But wait, hold up. Even at my shop, I get coffee.
I can't lead a sisterhood. Go ahead.
No. I'm explaining. Work in the district. Now, my shop, my business, I get coffee all day, every day. Females, my males, whatever the case may be. I mean, I'm grateful because they know.
It's different.
They ain't trying to get fired. That's a difference.
Yeah, it's different.
I'm talking about my client, like my family client, my clients, like Cat.
Exactly.
So they don't want you to mess up their nails. What are you talking like? That's not.
No. I need the coffee so I won't mess up their nails.
We know Allie, and we know
I would never mess up nobody's nails.
Because we know what she likes.
Allie's talking about something different.
Lady,
Allie's nothing wrong, but it's still nothing wrong with you getting lunch for somebody or whatever. It's not wrong with that.
Outside, she just don't realize it.
No, I didn't say I wasn't on your side. I'm in the boat and all you guys' side because Cat, in the sense, she
jumping Cat.
Que jumping Cat. Oye, escucha.
Irene said, "I stand with the guys because I used to be one." So she used to be a work wife, so she already know what it is.
Yeah.
Right. So she knows how it is to go and you know what, you offer lunch. Listen, this one didn't take it, but do you want me to make you something else, or do you wanna?
Irene, this is a question. I'm gonna ask you this. All right, you said you was a work wife. So was your relationship like cheating with your work husband, with your work spouse, or was it just like we was just kicking it at work?
She already said she with us because she used to be one. That means
I'm asking her what her relationship was with her work spouse.
Cheating.
Exactly.
You need to stop thinking it's all about that.
It is not
cheating. Cheating is not just about sex.
So Kyra,
it's not just about sex.
We know that.
Well, ladies,
conversations and sneaky texts, all of that stuff. So let's not just and that's why he told
Irene said it was cool. Irene said it was cool, but he seemed like he wanted more.
He wanted the cake.
And that's when you stop
And
it.
that goes back to what I was saying in the beginning. We have a boundary that we've already set mentally.
Okay, Kia,
We've
turn her Wi-Fi on. Okay.
You just don't bust up in here like that because you got your Wi-Fi on there.
I'm just saying, we already know once you get weird or once we see that you're getting beyond what we think is just being nice, or maybe even you trying a little bit, or maybe you showing some type of appreciation for the way that we work together as a team, then we like,
But what's
deuces.
considered weird to you? That could be
Weird is when they talking sideways, like you're not gonna bring me my coffee and lean in. You know, you're not gonna do that. Like that's weird. If you say, "Oh, I know you like this," and so you bring it, and as a habit, like Kira was saying, he was going by there anyway. Then and he grabs it for me too because he knows that I like that. Then okay.
I think when you go exclusive, and now instead of, like Ali said, getting something for everybody, hey, you guys want anything? Now I'm making it exclusive between me and you. Now I'm singling you out. Every day, it's just me and you. I'm getting your
I
stuff.
might not like them. Look, they might not like them.
Is it so hard for
that might be something that we have in common?
Listen, everybody knows how to feel on vibes. If you know
Yeah.
somebody's gonna come at you in that sense of coming to say every day,
Then
bring
you don't
something,
accept
but
it not once.
Wait, but that's crazy though, because what do you think any straight man want? What do you think my intentions are if I'm doing this?
We don't care.
Well, we know you don't, Evelyn.
No, I'm just saying, like, I'm not even trying to be funny. Just like a man wouldn't care, like, on that initial thing where he's, we don't care. We're not thinking about it that much because it doesn't mean anything. We already know what it is. So we don't care.
You got not just to be self-aware, you got to be aware of everything. So if this man is having hopes, isn't that something that you don't want to string somebody along, that they're hoping that they can eventually be with you, but you know that there's not a chance?
Wait, let's go back to what she said. Wait, where is it at? She don't care about hope.
you don't care about who?
She said she already said she don't care about hope.
Just we don't care about hopes because it's not personal. We're not trying to forge anything unless we are.
But they are.
So but that is after it becomes a routine. You know what I mean? You don't do that.
Why don't you just say
we
no?
know we have that boundary.
Why don't you just say no?
Cut it off.
Because why would I? I mean, it's harmless. Cool. Like I said, you're not offering me jewelry. If you're not talking, at least initially, to me disrespectfully or anything like that, I see you at work. Like I said, I might get your papers. Oh, let me get your papers out the copier, or maybe I'll take a meeting for you, or whatever it is. It's like an exchange in that manner. But once you make it weird, then
well, just because it ain't jewelry, don't mean that my actions shouldn't be respected. We're putting a value on my actions.
Yes.
If I'm going out of my way to say I want to get this something because I think it's nice, I hope one day that we can take it a step further. You know that we ain't gonna take it a step further, but because it ain't jewelry, it's okay. No,
you should have voiced that in the beginning. Are
you making it clear? Exactly.
You should have voiced that. I can't assume what you're doing it for, especially if it's initial. It could be out of the kindness of your heart.
We know if somebody have intentions on really liking us, or it's just, hey, how you doing? I'm going to the store.
Right, but that's what I said about the vibes. If you feel that and you feel some type of way because this person is bringing something, it's either up to you or to the other person to come out and say what they gotta say.
Ali,
absolutely.
It's just like, okay, it's just like Irene said. Irene said She ran it past her husband. He told her to nip it in the bud, and she did. She said because it was starting to feel a little weird.
Yes. And
Mhm.
Ali just the vibes is just another word for chemistry. That's it.
Well, I mean, obviously chemistry, but
Not
what I'm saying though,
necessarily.
if you coming,
It's the same thing. Same
if
thing. Just kids nowadays, they say vibes.
Yeah, it's the same thing.
We vibing. We got
but you know,
chemistry.
that's the word that we actually use, you know, in the sense of okay, it's a vibe, you know, we cool. But if you coming directly to me saying, look, Ali, this is because of this, that, and the other, it's up to me to tell you, bro.
Right.
Or you know what? You know, like you can't expect or assume, because assuming it's literally you make an ass out of yourself, because
No, and
how
there's,
am I supposed? No,
and there's another way to look at it too. Sometimes when you assume, you're actually right.
Plus, why would any man
how
be
is the
buying you
woman-
food if he didn't have intentions on doing something with you? Why would he
again,
do
because
that?
not always just
You
because
think-
somebody gives you something, it's just about that.
Yes, I'm a guy, so it is.
Maybe for you because you want to
I'm a
wax on,
guy.
wax
I'm a
off.
guy. Any woman, if I buy you something, guess what? I said somebody got to get seen naked.
Listen, just in the echo right now, right? I know you allergic to Oreos. You said it out already, so I'm not gonna bring you some Oreos. I know what Kat likes. She ain't gonna. I know what to give her. I know what Sean likes because we like the same thing. So if I feel like for Christmas, I'm gonna be like, yo, here, I got you this, I got you this, I got you that. Now, what is the problem on that? Are you gonna accept it or not accept it?
Stay there. Now, you got everybody something, right? Now, moving forward, every holiday now, you just drop yourself off to Sean. That's it. Hey, Sean, how you doing? How's it going? And you just giving me gifts and eventually I'm gonna be like, hey, I think she's feeling me a little bit. Let me slow this down a little bit because that's not something that I want her to think that it's a shot.
Are you going to say that? Are you going to say that? Are you going to admit?
And that's my point. That's my point. I would say it, but what I'm saying to you is you don't have to say that you want to be with me for me to know that you want to be with me.
Right.
It could be with your actions. If you cut everybody off and you just focusing on me, every day you make it your business.
Listen, that depends with women. That depends with women because, like I was going back to say when we were talking about the cooking, like cooking is intimate. Like I cook for my man, right? So cooking is intimate. If I decide to cook you your favorite thing because we talked about that at some point, you know, whatever conversation or something like that, and then I start bringing you food or I make it a habit where I was listening and I start bringing things that we conversated about in conversation or something like that, then that's something different that a man can assume that, okay, she's casting the net, you know what I'm saying? But if it's just something, you know, women just in general are nurturing, we might get you something just because.
So Kia, what you're saying is if I start bringing you breakfast and even possibly lunch every day for months, because I'm listening to your likes and your dislikes, it's creating a more intimate environment because I'm only focusing on you and not the other people.
I agree with that.
You just agreed with us and called the host a cheater.
No, I didn't call anybody a cheater.
We've been saying this the whole night, not saying she's a cheater.
No, I didn't say that. No, what I'm saying is that. No, I didn't say that.
No,
somebody else must have said that. Oh, okay.
With me.
So, no.
You disagree with me. That if I'm having conversations with you specifically, not everybody else now. I'm just focusing on you. And now
Nice shirt. Sorry.
I know what you like. I know your dislikes. I know how many sugars you want. I know how many creamers you want. I know what time you want to go eat. I know all of these different things for a month or two. that's creating a more intimate environment because I'm focusing on just you and your likes and your dislikes versus everybody else.
Mm-hmm.
And women love to say
Is that a
actions speak louder than
question?
words.
Oh.
Yes, no.
Oh,
Yes, no.
I was like, was that a question? I thought you were just making a statement. What I'm saying, yeah, that creates a routine. And that's why I said you don't do something where you create that routine. I said that in the chat. Like
Yeah.
you don't let this do something where you
And
create
that's
the routine.
what I'm saying. So if you don't care for or is looking to further anything with this gentleman, do you
Then the
still
string, don't string it along.
the benefits of it? Or do you cut it off knowing that you have hope beyond just being a friend?
Oh, well, by the time it gets to that point, then that's the vibe you start feeling like, no, this is.
Damn, she just gonna slit his throat.
After he done bought her bacon, egg, and cheese and almond milk
just gonna
for a
slit
month
his
and a half. Now she want to get a vibe. I've been buying you. I've been spending $40 on gas for a week to go get you Starbucks with your almond milk and your 2 pumps.
Hey, you and your
of
Starbucks, I
caramel,
swear.
And now you want to get a vibe and cut it
You
off.
ain't spending, you're not spending $40 on gas if you already going.
Oh, you thought this was going somewhere. You had hope. Sweet baby died. Slit his throat. That's crazy.
No, it's the same with the man. Like, y'all not responsible for our hopes as the work, creating a work wife. Y'all not responsible for what our intentions are.
I don't believe in that. If any woman, I already said this, if you bring me food at work, I'm already gonna be like, she probably feeling me. She trying to get baby oil.
See, you already on that mentality. So there's this something else.
Why would a woman I've never spoken to? Why would a woman I've never spoken to start bringing me food?
Because you like food. We all know you like food.
Then bring it for everybody. Why
I would think that was weird.
Yeah, why
that's everybody.
Why would you bring it for everybody instead of one person?
Right, you only bought one plate because you know I'm gonna call it
Well,
out.
listen, you keep saying
because that's
one
your
person.
Friend. You can't bring
and I'm only
food to work.
But you say he's just a friend.
I'm only referring to your situation, Kyra, because
we already know Cat was a cheater. We trying to get everybody else on it.
Stop.
Dude just started bringing you breakfast. You talking about breakfast sandwiches out of nowhere?
I ain't no cheater. I am not a cheater.
You are a cheater.
You are a cheater. We already established that.
You was in a
I'm not a cheater. Y'all ain't established nothing.
We established
I don't cheat.
You did.
First of all, y'all know Cat. She will tell herself.
How was I cheating?
You was in a bodega relationship. He was going to the bodega every day for you.
That's why
to the bodega.
30 minutes she was
okay. Let me ask you a question. Let me ask this question. You go into Dunkin' Donuts, never mind Starbucks, and the person behind the counter already knows your likes and dislikes. They know how you like your coffee. By the time before you get to the counter, they already got your coffee ready.
Yeah.
That's
then
different.
what?
That's different.
Why is it different?
She's just doing a good job. She deserves a tip.
Why does it gotta be a she? What if it's a he?
If a man offered to buy me coffee, I'm gonna be like, bruh, I'm not into that. Why would you offer to? You like your coffee light and sweet? Nah, my nigga, get over there.
It's about what your intentions is. It's not my responsibility. It's not my responsibility about what you thinking about or whatever. Your intentions are your intentions. My intentions are my intentions. So therefore, if I'm talking to you, okay, like I said, yes, my friend, my was bringing me coffee and.
Did you ask for it at first? Did you ask for it?
Right? No,
How did you know what sandwiches you liked?
Because we talked about it.
Exactly. You let him plant the seed. You let him
Or either it's observation, especially if you're a creature of habit.
But that's general conversation. It's not like, oh my God, I told him something so intimate about my life. No, it's freaking what I like.
You are telling something intimate. Your likes and your dislikes.
Analogy, but I'm gonna use it like if I'm hunting, right, I need to know what my prey like, so I know where to catch it by the water hole. If I know this is what I'm gonna use to my advantage. That's what he did. Oh, you like
So you throw it in a hook so that you can see if you can catch something.
Oh, Kyra like bacon. Then she gotta like bacon, egg, and cheese.
I have already made it perfectly clear to you.
Extra crispy.
Extra look.
So therefore, if I make that perfectly clear,
Remember that one, extra crispy.
And if you bring jewelry,
if I
you
make
might
it perfectly
elevate
clear
work
to you
husband.
that I have a man, and you still bringing me stuff to work, then who fault is that?
Your fault.
Cut it out, Cat, because you know good and well you will read somebody quickly. You read them quicker than you read a book. You was like, We just did shows. We just did shows when you talking about they. If you think you ain't think you're gonna take me to room, Chris, you already know where he's going. If he's showing up every day with the bodega special and he got you the large cup of coffee the way you like it, and he's doing that every day for 2.5 months, and you ain't shut that down, you was cheating.
You was cheating. You said y'all went on lunch dates.
Deacon, you already know.
No, I wasn't.
Deacon, you already know.
He was providing breakfast and lunch.
If there was
breakfast and lunch. If I was providing breakfast and lunch for you, I was rubbing your butt at the line.
No.
Can I ask the women?
Wait a minute. I provided my own lunch. We just ate lunch together, but I bought my own lunch.
He probably had a candlelight on the table.
That's intimate.
He probably had his phone flipped up with the light on, so give you a candlelight.
Can I ask the women something? If you found out that for 2.5 months, your man was buying another woman breakfast, how would you feel?
Murder.
Depends if you're the jealous. Listen.
Because you've already stated that a man is buying. You've already stated because a man is buying a woman this or that or whatever.
And she know about you.
Then
she know about you too. Still taking
that means nothing.
I know that my man is buying another woman breakfast.
He tell you like, yo, me and Shorty at work, she funny. You be like, oh, your work wife, yeah, we eat breakfast together every day and we eat lunch together every day. I buy her breakfast.
Honestly, for me, if there's an exchange, like if he buys her breakfast sometimes because wherever he at, and then she buys him breakfast sometime wherever she's at, she knows about me. There's been an exchange or something like that because of whatever, then I'm really not tripping. But if it's like every day that he's doing for her because of what y'all already previously stated about a man and how they operate, that's why it's a problem.
But that's a relationship.
That's what she was doing though.
That's it. He just buying her stuff. That's it.
No, it's still a relationship. If I buy something, if I buy you lunch on Monday, you buy me lunch on Tuesday. I buy you lunch on Wednesday, and you buy me lunch on Thursday. I buy you lunch on Friday. That's a relationship.
No, Deacon, no, it's not because listen, it's not because okay, look, I go to lunch. Let's say Wendy's, whatever, just to throw it out there. If I know somebody paid for my lunch, the next day I'm gonna do it because you know what? It's not fair for a constant thing to keep going like that.
Right.
That's not
you bought lunch. I'm gonna bring you lunch the next day.
Right. Now it's what you bought for lunch. You went to Wendy's. You go to Wendy's. You go to Wendy's. You say, "Hey, Derek, you bought me lunch today. I'm gonna buy you. You bought me lunch yesterday. I'm gonna buy you lunch today. What you want from Wendy's?" And I go and throw out a number rather than the biggie bag. And I'm like, "Well, give me the number 5." And you say, "No problem." Yeah. And you go buy the number 5. Which is we already know that's like what $10 already right there. And then tomorrow I show up and I'm like, oh well, now we're not even putting price tags on it. Now we just buying lunches now. We're not even calculating.
Deacon, don't even
that's what you do for your boo.
Let's say every morning
it's time for your man to leave the house, and you like, hey, baby, give me a kiss before you go. And he like, oh yeah, hurry up because I got to go and get me and Sarah some breakfast this morning. Like, every morning, you got to pick
Yo
Sarah.
ass.
Then there's a problem, obviously.
Yo ass. Well, first of
problem.
all,
Yeah, first of all, before you go buy Sarah that bullshit, you gonna give me my shit.
First of all, I'll say
Simple.
this for me personally. My man doesn't walk out the door without having eaten breakfast. That's one. Number
Ooh.
two, he also does not leave the house without his lunch. And it's not just a lunch, it's not a little cold cut sandwich. It's some shit that's substantial. So he really don't even have no reason for nobody to be doing no extras. So if the extras are coming and they're coming consistently and he's doing them also consistently, then that's a problem.
He's gonna stop and get coffee, but she want a sandwich too.
What he got to stop and get coffee for? We got to-go cups. I already made you some coffee. You got everything you need when you walk out of here.
He got
Personal life.
work wife.
Is to make his work wife some coffee. Like,
Yeah, he gotta make sure she good.
Then that's a problem. Then
I
that's
gotta
where the
make sure she
problem
eats.
comes in.
Because if
That's where the problem comes in.
because what happens? He get to work and she be like, "Let me try your lunch." Yeah, do you, boo?
Listen, I mean, on some real shit, how would I know?
He told you.
that lipstick on his
Yeah, he told you.
You know, how would I know?
We
Turkey
only
wing.
basing this
when
off
you
of what
meet her,
Kyra
when you
said.
meet
'cause
her at
Kyra
work, and
said
she's like,
she
"Girl,
told
that lasagna you made last week, woo, that was some good lasagna. You put your foot in that."
I could put my foot somewhere else too.
Oh,
That's when she tell you, she like, "Oh,
What
when the next time
happened?
you making that baked chicken? Because that chicken was good. You gotta give me that recipe."
well, let me stop you there because Mister over here be cooking his ass off. Now I don't know if you put it out there. I want some shit.
All right.
What's
Now,
up? Yeah.
now the third time he cooked for you, y'all go together. That's all to it. You just
Who said you could because you said so?
that's
That's
just
the
all to
rule.
it. The first time is like that's why they give you crack. The
That
first
is
time
not a rule.
That is a rule.
No, because I'm asking if that's what
the
he's
rule.
doing. What you
That's
said?
the rule.
He-
Gave
That
he
is
is
not
saying
a, that is
cooking
not a
is
rule,
intimate.
Thomas.
She said cooking is intimate. So if you bring me
Cooking is
3 meals,
intimate.
guess what?
Yeah, it's intimate,
I
but
need
you
to
know
see
what? A
you in
person that
person.
enjoys to cook and likes to spread the food because I mean I know I love it.
He likes to spread other things too.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm done with your ass. I can't.
Why we-
3 times. You got the first one free. The next time I come
Some
with
butter, cream cheese.
Y'all
What
be
you
making
want?
up y'all
Especially the stuff Sean be
rules.
cooking, because he don't cook cheap stuff. So he done made you lamb, he done made you veal and veal chops and lamb chops, and then he done made you shrimp and, and crab legs and all the rest of the stuff. Oh, please believe that third dish, you might as well just like that.
Yeah, that's a fact. Because
Really, Sean? Really?
if you make me the big oxtails
No.
and you bring me that, I'm gonna be like, wait, you really? So I'm saying though, if a
That's expensive.
if somebody
You might as well
brings
buy
oxtails-
a tennis
That's
bracelet.
some
If
shit that y'all making up. Y'all making the rules up as y'all go along.
No, the quality of the
No,
food
we're
is
just asking the real
No.
questions because Mr. Chef and I'm
Like,
Mr. Comedian over here.
If you come and bring me lunch on a Tuesday and it's fried chicken, macaroni and cheese, and collard greens,
Sean
you want the
can't
penis.
I want it. I want it. I'm gonna say hell yeah, give it to me.
You want the penis. You want the penis. That's all to it. If
Oh
you
my
frying,
God,
if you
yo.
frying chicken, on a
No.
Tuesday or a Wednesday, and we ain't talking about no canned. We ain't talking about canned greens. We talking about fresh greens
from scratch.
Oh, you already know what this
It
is.
gotta
I'm
be
like,
from
yo,
scratch.
so
If you like rice and beans, right, with chicken or whatever, stewed chicken,
that's quick.
That's
That's quick stuff.
from
Let's
scratch.
talk about.
No,
let's
that
talk
ain't
about-
no dang
let's talk
quick
about those
shit.
Latino- Let's talk about those Spanish dishes that take a minute that you got to get up at 5 o'clock in the morning to make because you want to make sure he get it fresh.
That pork shoulder.
Well, it's always gonna be fresh.
Right, that pernil.
Yeah, pernil.
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 Man, one time I had a coworker, she brought me some homemade tamales. I was like, listen, You got to really make these. We go together.
Pasteles.
Like what?
Like I got a coworker. I got a Bangladesh coworker who makes the best hummus, right? But she not just bringing me. She not making me hummus. She get up every morning and make it fresh. She not bringing me hummus because she know I like it. She making it when other people ask her for it, so she's making a big batch, and then she said, "Oh, I put some hummus aside for you." That's something totally different. Now, if she came to me tomorrow when I got to work and said, "Hey, it's Thanksgiving. I just want to make you some hummus," I'm looking at her like, "All right, now I know you're not supposed to be dealing with black people."
Let me pull that back. Yeah, when you start singling somebody out, I make this for you.
Right.
This is for you. I'm bringing you. That you're personalizing this. Like,
Wait,
come on.
let me cause some trouble. Hey, Kyra, did you ever bring him some home cooked food to work?
No.
Not one time.
No.
You never fed him once? Oh
No.
You're an abuser.
I cannot.
You're an abuser.
How is that being an abuser?
She was taking
My answer time is why would I bring him food?
Why would he brought you food?
Every day.
Every day.
Right?
On
That's
the
your
floor.
work.
He didn't cook it. He didn't cook it.
He bought you the bodega special.
He used his own money?
You know how crowded the bodega
Yeah,
is
it's called the lunch special. Like it's $7 for like rice,
Ain't no
beans,
lunch
chicken,
special
and
for
a
no
salad.
cinnamon bagel. Where you get that at?
Right, and he going to a bagel shop. So the bodega don't have
I've
no
never
cinnamon
been
rings.
to a bodega.
That a bodega don't have no goddamn food like that. If you eating
they
some
do.
shit like that from a bodega, you know you're gonna be in the toilet for a hot
You're
minute.
not getting the bagel, but you're gonna get that.
But wait a minute. But let me be very clear. Even though yes, he bought me breakfast, I did offer him money. I did offer to give him, to
that
pay
don't
him
matter. Did he
for
take it?
whatever the meal was or whatever.
He
He
take
wouldn't
it?
take it.
Because y'all go together. He like
Yeah.
no woman
No,
of mine.
no, come on, D. Don't do that because it's not always like that.
He was waiting for the buns to be available. They wasn't
They
available.
wasn't never gonna be available.
He don't know that.
Investment. He put in an investment. It's an investment.
It's called an IRO.
He
didn't
does.
get a return on his investment.
It's called CRS. I can't remember
It's
shit.
for the what?
He didn't get a return on his investment.
He's waiting for you to come to work crying. You found out that your boyfriend was cheating on you. And how could he do this? Because you made sure that he had breakfast every morning and that his lunch was packed and it was substantial, and he cheated on you. And then homie gonna cash in. He like ching ching, girl. I would never do no.
But that's already that. First of all, that's
and you looking at him like, you know what? It is his loss. And then now he's calling you. Now he's coming.
No, what's gonna happen is that he's gonna be disappointed because I'm gonna be like, I don't want to deal with no man. Like I just went through this. I don't want to deal with nobody.
He's not coming at you the day you
again.
Get it. He's not coming at you.
Again, it's not. It's not.
He's gonna continue to be consistent. He's gonna keep coming every day.
What they call that in the military?
But see too. I'll say this. I'll say this. When you go through things like that, if you're a particular type of woman, when you go through things like that, you don't even want nothing from nobody. Like, brought back up. Like I just went through XYZ. Like I don't want nothing. I don't.
We know that.
Y'all know men don't care about the healing process, right?
Right.
The healing process has never mattered to us.
He's gonna be there. He's gonna be there to listen. He's gonna be there. He's gonna be there to reassure you that it wasn't you. It wasn't nothing that you went through. He's gonna be there to wipe those tears and as professionally as possible. And then
when you're vulnerable,
as professional as possible.
Once your shield comes down,
that's what it is.
Right.
Once the shield comes down, it's enough.
Well, okay, turn it around. What if you're the one that's going through the bullshit because you're bullying some shit?
I don't even know what y'all did. I just be mad extra for no reason.
What are you talking about?
Because he listen. He trying to make it where it's like, oh yeah, this is a. But what if you just happen to just be that person that you just simply do shit? My ass stay doing that shit 24/7. We just did a whole goddamn turkey run but that's because I like doing things like that. I like
Right.
doing things for you. I
And
like,
that's why he
like
invited. And that's why he invited you to do it. 'cause
who's
you
he invited?
you
We took him
you see,
a
But it's
whole
not. It's to
family.
me.
Like it was
To
like
me,
27
it's
families we did.
right.
well,
He
I
signed
just
you
think
up
y'all
for it.
taking it.
What do
It's
you?
it's
Who?
just the same.
What?
It's not that deep.
It is.
It
It's
is.
not.
That's what y'all don't
Which,
get.
Like I
That's
said,
why it is that deep.
We don't care that much.
it's not.
it's
Y'all
not
don't
that.
care.
It's not that
Y'all don't care
serious.
that much until you talking until you playing telephone with your ankles.
What? What is that?
Sure, you better get Derek.
I've never heard that before. I've never heard that before.
So what is it?
Telephone with your ankles. Oh my God.
Don't care that much because you're the recipient of it.
Yeah.
But then every time we flipped it to if your man was doing it, then you like, oh, it'll be murder.
Murder.
Such and such.
Because of what you said.
Wait. You care if your man was doing the same thing that the dude is doing for you. Then
Right.
but as
His
long
girl should care. His wife should care.
as long as you're receiving it, it's no big deal.
His girl should care. His wife should care. He should be knowing what she finds respectful and disrespectful and act accordingly.
And women shouldn't know that about their boyfriends.
Just just the same thing, if I'm receiving these things, I'm not going to receive enough or do anything that I would have to explain or that I would be uncomfortable with telling my man about. Like, I'm just not going to do that. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I mean by, even though this person is doing that, we don't know that they're trying in the beginning. We can't automatically assume that a guy is coming at us. We can assume that by what y'all said tonight.
Well, we're not
But
gonna be.
no,
We're
we
not gonna
can.
be just because that's what men do.
No,
We can't say that.
because here's the thing, and y'all not understand it, because from a perspective of a woman, not being funny, men try enough. So it's not automatically assumed that
Oh my goodness.
trying.
This is
Yeah,
ridiculous.
it doesn't matter how slow you say it or how high you keep your glass. If this went on for 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and he's just bringing you food, he's just singling you out, he's just bringing you coffee, nobody else no more, we can assume, like, yeah, this guy probably.
Well, yeah.
Kyra let it go on for
I
4
agree
months.
with that. I agree with that. Oh,
Kyra let it go on for 4 months before she told her husband.
Let me cut this off because
First of all, but it wasn't, like I said, it wasn't that. It wasn't that obvious. It wasn't that deep, because if I felt like I was disrespecting my man or whatever, then I would have kept it to myself. But I didn't.
That's why I said let me finish this. Because if it was your man that was bringing this woman sandwiches and coffee every morning, you will have a problem with it. So give the same grace that you want to the next person.
why is he doing it? But again, why is he doing it? Y'all already explained that he was.
But we can't assume why he's doing it. He's just doing it because maybe he just wants to.
Because there's an attraction. There's an attraction. There's an attraction. He's giving off something. She's offering him something that he's not getting at home. She's either she's offering him conversation. She's offering him attention. She's offering him time. So now he's giving her what he thinks she likes, because she's giving him what he likes.
And Deacon, I ain't even going that far.
When in that moment do anybody say, listen, we don't went above and beyond this? Now, when are we going to have a thing?
So y'all rather you wouldn't want your man doing that for another woman?
I wouldn't care, because if you got to do all that, like, I mean,
then it don't apply. That's what I'm saying.
And again, he knows what he should or shouldn't be doing.
If you wouldn't want your man doing that for somebody else, then you don't receive it from somebody else's man.
Exactly.
I agree.
Good stuff.
You think I'm buying you breakfast for my health? I'm not buying breakfast for my health.
But
Yes.
I don't
Sometimes.
have a problem with that. We're gonna have a conversation, but I don't have a problem with it.
Plus,
sometimes.
What do you?
Because for me, it's
Sometimes.
not that deep.
You
Right.
I mean, that's you. It don't gotta be deep to you. It don't gotta be deep to you when you on the receiving end of something. But when you see somebody,
What I'm saying is,
Who's the quarterback? Who's the quarterback?
but what you said was if a woman would have a problem with her man doing it, I wouldn't have a problem if he was doing it, because it's not that deep for me.
No, I
If
said,
you come to me, you telling me
if you have a
Wait,
problem,
when the next time you going to
telling me
church?
what it
When
is,
the
and
next
like
time
I
you going
said,
to
we gonna
church?
have a conversation.
I rebuke you in the
We
name
definitely
of
gonna have a conversation.
When the next time you going to church?
Okay, we gonna have a conversation.
He out here rebuking.
When the next time you going to lying like that? You wouldn't have a
Ain't
problem
no
with
damn
it.
body lying, Thomas.
that's why I said,
'Cause I'm
if your man was doing this every day for 3 months straight,
Yeah, that's a problem.
That's a problem.
yes,
Yeah.
a
And
problem.
you saw nothing
That's
wrong
a
with
problem.
If you
that
don't
because he
have
was
trust,
cheating.
you have nothing. If you
You
trust and you know that it's
Yeah.
just on some
Alex,
genuine,
you
some
trust
But y'all
somebody
make
to
it
roll
seem
it
like
back.
no,
You know
but
for
this
a
is my
fact.
thing. Y'all make
Wait.
it seem
Well,
like
because
it's a whole, like it begins that way.
Yes.
It don't.
Yes.
It,
And this is just for me, right? This is just for me.
it doesn't
If I
begin.
feel,
Like, oh, let
if
me
I'm
bring you this. Let
married,
me do this. Let me do that. No, you don't do that with nobody.
if I'm
Nobody
married,
nobody, even if it's a coworker, even if it's just a regular coworker, and you working and you okay. I mean, you start talking to one of your coworkers. I'm not gonna immediately start bringing you coffee and stuff like that. If I see you on a day-to-day basis, we kicking it, we talking or whatever. If we have like a rapport or whatever, and I'm going to the coffee shop, I may pick you up and I'll pick you up some coffee and bring it to work. Okay, that's cool. But that's after a while.
nah,
It's not like,
that
oh,
means
I'm
I was
just-
on
and
your
it's
mind.
typically
I
a
was on your
show of
mind.
gratitude for some reason.
Let me ask you
No,
this.
that's
You
nonsense.
know what I'm saying?
Hold up, everybody chill out. Everybody chill out. Let me ask you this. Now, you start a rapport, and it continues, and it grows into a friendship and a work-wife thing. What would be what could be a reason that he singled you out, and then his relationship with you grew to where now
But
he wants to know what type of sandwiches you like, what type of coffees you like, what type of ice coffees you like.
and I'm gonna
That's
ask the
just
question,
all
how are you
conversation.
interested?
That's not like,
Because I
oh,
mean, at the
he
end of the day,
coming to me
somebody gotta
like,
say
oh,
something.
yo.
The
It's
build up.
not. It's like, oh,
That's
yo,
what
Cat,
I'm
what you
saying.
like? Like, what you like
Hold
to
up.
eat? What
Yeah,
like
you don't get quizzed.
No,
If you
Finish.
get quizzed, then it says
conversation.
You
you
ain't let
only
me,
interest.
you didn't let me finish. What I'm asking is,
I'm
what
sorry.
what's one thing? Let me finish the question. What I'm saying is, in this transition from being down here to going all the way up here to work husband, what could happen? What could be a reason why we got all the way up here and he learned your likes and your dislikes, what you like on your sandwiches, what you like in your coffee, how you like your iced coffee, you know, what other things you like me to bring? What could happen? What could happen along that transition?
Well,
to where
shit, if you single and I'm,
It's just time.
and that's
It's just time.
time
or
for what?
what else could happen? What else could happen? What else could be going on?
Conversation.
It's typically just time.
What else is
It's because you asked the question first. Like you're not gonna build all this thing and then you're gonna be like, oh well,
What else is? I'm asking
what's
you,
gonna happen? No, it's like, what, are you interested or you're not?
Okay, Ali, I'll ask. Could it be possible? Could it be possible? Could it be possible that I'm getting attracted to you?
Could be, yes.
Mm-hmm.
But that's when you ask, like, okay, like what's going on, and or
Yeah.
you know, if you cool like that
Like
with
you
that
gotta
person,
say
like,
something.
You don't have to
I mean,
say.
I cannot assume that you just know because
No.
you know, you
Ain't
could
nobody
be.
in my read.
But
I'm
I
not.
might not
I'm
be able
not
to
here
ask
to
you that
read your mind.
because I don't want you to say sexual harassment.
Right.
We're at work.
Right.
I'm not a mind reader.
Bro, you gotta pull that card like for real.
I feel like we just kicking it and we cooling at work or whatever, then that's what it is. If you are attracted to me and if you're attracted to
then
me,
speak it out and say it.
That has nothing to do with me. Those
that's
are your feelings.
bullshit.
But if you express your feelings and you say that to me and I'm not feeling you like that, I'm gonna let you know I ain't feeling you like that.
No, that's
The moment you start singling me out,
You already gonna assume that's something, right?
Unless it's the environment. Typically, when you have that like that, then it's the environment. What if you work with a bunch of messy people? You know what I'm saying? And you start observing that this other person doesn't entertain the mess. Then you tend to migrate to that other person that's more positive and that's not in the bullshit in the office. And that's how you end up talking and having conversation and things like that.
Women migrate towards me.
Gonna think what they want to think. That's like, I worked in health. I work. Everybody know I work in healthcare or whatever. But I used to. This was when I had my daughter. I was pregnant with my daughter. And me and this dude at my job, we was fly as hell. We was just, we used to be cool,
I know what
whatever.
he wanted.
He was married.
He's a pregnant woman hunter. He hunted pregnant women. He was a perverted pregnant woman hunter. That's why he was around you. He was pregnant.
Shut the hell up, Tom.
He was enticed because people be like, "Yo, pregnant women be having." Nah, I know. He was a savage.
That Deacon, that's not true. That's not true because Kat got a point there. You know what?
Just making rumors to the point of, oh, that's her kid's father. I got a whole ass husband. No, the hell, he is not my kid's father.
Why couldn't he be? We see what this world is.
Because we was cool like that. People just make assumptions. You don't know.
Yo, I will say
about what people do.
I don't listen.
Very good.
Something else.
Let me ask you a question. Do you believe when a female having male best friend and
no such thing?
And
no such thing. I won't even date a woman with a male best friend. That nigga like you.
Yes, it is.
Oh, you know what? Listen, not always.
Why
it's
he
like
sticking
that.
around? He waiting his turn. He just cry on my shoulder. Get your bitch ass out of here.
See, and I believe that though, if it's a situation like that, and I'm not saying that it couldn't be something underlying, but if he's never expressed that to you, you never expressed that to him. There's never been any type of sexual tension or anything like that. If you come into a relationship and you have a male or opposite sex best friend, then if that person is that important to you, then you should make them important to me too. Like there should be a clear difference between the two.
You know how
they can be best friends if they want.
It is such thing. No, it's not bullshit because I had one and he passed away.
If you have a female best friend, you can stay the night at her house with a boy, and you have a man. If you have a male best friend, and you tell your man, I'm staying the night at Travis' house, he gonna be like, yeah, all right. He'll be dead before you get there.
You're gonna knock it off because you're already answered. You're already answered.
That's not true. That's not true. I mean, at least in my case, it was not. That was not the case.
It's okay if we receive.
Yo, I am dead before you get there.
Okay, if your man was.
Thomas, I'm not messing with you, Thomas. You got issues. I am not messing with you. We gonna get you that.
Like you can stay the night at your female best friend house, but tell your man, oh, I'm gonna stay the night at Travis' house. I'm too drunk to drive home. What?
Why not?
You ain't gonna be too drunk when I set the house on fire. Somebody called and tell him I was bugging.
You gonna pull a left eye on somebody? Like you can't do that, man.
No, because if your girl call you and tell you she too drunk to come home, that's when you supposed to step in and say,
I'm gonna come get you. I'm on my way. Period. That's how that
not what I
works.
said, though. I said
Exactly.
there's no
No.
such thing as a male best friend because
That's what
if
that
you
that
tell me you
is.
spend
There
the night
is.
at a female's house, I could be like, okay. But if a woman tells her man, I'm gonna stay the night at Travis' house, my male best friend. Remember, you know him. Nah, I don't know him.
Well, I can't say that.
No,
I can't
I'm
agree with
sorry,
that.
but there are.
I won't agree with
I
that.
have a male
I mean,
best friend, and me and my male
best friend or
friend for
not.
almost 30 years.
And I'm sure one of y'all had to stay the night at one of your female friends' house before. But you can't. But you can't tell your man you staying at your male best friend house because that's not your friend.
What?
I can't. What?
Who said that?
Well,
like, I don't get it.
mean,
I can stay the night at my female friend house. I can stay the night at my male.
In my male,
house.
yeah.
It's
No, you
not.
don't. I bet you your man ain't going for that.
no, mine ain't going for that.
Exactly. That's because that's not your real friend.
No, mine ain't going for that.
Exactly.
But at the same time, like I said, hey, come get me.
And the vice versa. If a man tell his girl, "Oh, yo, pick me. I'm gonna stay the night at Renee's house." No,
I mean, there's just no need
And
for
I know
that.
Renee, right? You're saying in the sense of like I know Renee, right?
But you know, Renee got a 1-bedroom.
But you got what the fuck? What the fuck? I got to do anything. You got a sofa, don't you? Renee got
Renee got a
Renee.
1-bedroom.
Ain't nothing wrong with it.
Now he's gonna say Renee got a studio.
It's definitely
No,
not
it is
one-
what it is. I mean, like at the end of the day, you choose. Like if you know Renee and it is how it is, then like,
Ain't no woman going for that. No woman going for
listen,
that.
not everybody is the same, man. Like for real.
Kyra, you going for that? You letting your
What?
man stay at another woman's house?
It's just
The fuck
always
if I
gonna
know her,
be. Is
and
there
yes,
a
like why not?
need?
Like, and that's it is what it is. I mean, I don't. If you got to be sitting there worrying about all that bullshit, then you don't need to be with that person.
That ain't when
Is there?
If it's gonna
Look,
be
is
clear
there a
and you know,
need?
yeah, you know, we all know I'm on each other's. Listen, if whatever, somebody came over tonight, and listen, my first thing is you getting drunk, you call your person, whatever the case may be. If that's not gonna be the case, then you can stay your ass in the sofa. I'm not gonna let you drive. Simple as that.
First of all, how he got over there? That's what
Obviously he drove,
how you
but
get
if
there? And why you drunk there?
because we having a get together.
Matter of fact, FaceTime me until I get there, nigga.
Location is off. Wait, why you not on the screen?
Oh, me?
Yeah, you.
Nah, I just ain't want to set up the whole tripod and all that stuff.
Oh my god!
I don't want to hold my phone. That's crazy.
He wanna get his angles right.
Oh, no.
Well, y'all, we have went way over the time. It's 10:30.
Oh my gosh!
It's time for sisters. Look, people gotta go work in the morning.
This is your fault. You asked me to come on here.
Listen, we got a long ass weekend.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for everybody who came on tonight. You guys brought some. Thank you, Kia. Thank you.
Bring me some
T-Mac.
Oreos.
Thank you,
Cook
Allie.
me some food. Cat, bring me some coffee. And Miss
Allie,
Thing
I'm
over
gonna
here,
get
go
you.
ahead and cook me.
I enjoyed it.
Allie,
Thanks.
Why?
You
You
call
want
me
some
when we
food?
get off here. I'm gonna get you.
Call me now. I'm clear right now.
Thank
Call
you
me
for
now.
having me
I just
on.
got back Sunday.
We appreciate all of y'all. We appreciate everybody. Thank you.
Absolutely. And
Wait,
I just
can I
want to
tell
say before we leave out of here, I want to say this: ain't nothing wrong with having a work spouse.
Oh my God.
Or best
Cheaters
friend.
gonna be cheaters, huh?
Oh my god! You know what? The next topic because it's never gonna end.
There's never. So
It's never gonna end.
with
Y'all
that,
have a good night.
thank
We
you. With
second. We
that,
need to be
we're gonna-
first.
Good night. Thank y'all for coming on.
with that in Sean's
We
voice,
appreciate you.
say the line, Sean.
Let's get back to family.
What
All right,
is that
fam, not a
so
problem. Fam.
Yo.
And good night.
Peace, love, and blessings, y'all. Enjoy your Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving to everybody.
Happy
Enjoy your
Thanksgiving,
Cook some
everyone.
food, damn it.
Make sure you bring some food on Monday.
Make sure you oil your work wife up with baby oil the same way you're gonna oil up the turkey on